Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome back to Kenco F1 after a week off, and we're changing it up this week, of course, by using the sprint weekend, although it's the old format for all the drivers, but we're still going to have a great time. We'll be having a short qualifying session of 18 minutes, followed by an 8-lap sprint, which will determine the starting grid for the 22-lap 50% race straight after that. Moving on to round 4 of Kenco F1 though, and on to Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. Probably the bread and butter in F1, Belgium is famously known for Eau Rouge and one off, if not the longest track on the calendar, with an average of 1 minute 41 second quali time around here. Taking a look at this Spa circuit then, stretching over 7 kilometre distance over 22 laps with 2 DRS zones down the Kemmel Straight and just before La Source. There are 19 turns here, 10 to the right and 9 to the left, with an elevation difference of over 102 metres. Up Eau Rouge we go though, through turn 2 through 4, where Webber and Alonso back 12 years ago now, where Webber was brave enough to go on the outside of Alonso and overtake before running up the hill and onto the Kemmel Straight. Moving up the Kemmel Straight though, and onto turn 5 and 6, free going into Le Combs of Häkkinen, Schumacher and Zonta back in 2000. Still fantastic racing back then, but will our drivers be brave enough to attempt that this evening? And 22 years later on, we have Ocon, Ricciardo and Latifi last year, where we saw Ocon on the harder tyre compound. 2 overtakes done before leaving turn 19 out of the chicane. Some brilliant wheel-to-wheel racing there. And drivers will be opting for C4, C3 or the C2 tyre compounds today, where drivers will have to make use of which tyres they use in quali and forward planning for the sprint and the main race afterwards. So let's get the Belgian Grand Prix and 4th round of the Kenco F1 underway. Haters will say this part is pre-recorded. As if, Jack, as if I'd pre-record that. Hello everybody, a very good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're all well. We've already gone through 3 minutes of qualifying. That's why I had to rush the intro a little bit. But I hope you're all doing very, very well. I apologise about the faff of a start to a stream, but hopefully you're all well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Definitely pre-recorded. It definitely was. It was also script written and script read, but there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed the intro. We always do that every race anyway. It's not new, but it's just something we've always done for ages. But yeah, sprint race weekend here in Belgium. Belgium last year was a lot of fun. So hopefully we can sort of copy that this year. Currently sunny skies for the sprint race, so it's 6. We've got 14 minutes left to quali, and then after that's finished, we've got an 8-lap race back to back, and then we're doing a custom grid for a 50% after, which is 22 laps around here. So it should be good. At the moment, as things stand, I believe it is just me here, which isn't the end of the world. It's, you know, it's not too bad, but I'm sure we'll have fun anyway regardless. But yeah, we'll jump straight into the main scene anyway. We'll go and get going because there is quali already going ahead. Hopefully sounds are all good as well. Let me know if anything's too loud or too quiet. But we've also got the KSI and Tommy Fury fight as well. I believe that's going to be like midnight or something, so we don't need to worry about that. But what we do have, and we already getting people on hot laps here. But I believe, yeah, Logan Paul's like 11:30, and then all the other events starting from about now. But hey, we should easily be finished by then. I think Creator Series is on as well. There's loads of stuff happening. But Kenco F1's where you want to be, right? 100%, 100%. So yeah, these drivers only have 13.5 minutes to set a lap round here for their, pretty much for their sprint and race. So they need to get a good lap time round here. Otherwise there will be some issues. But Noah's currently on a hot lap. Again, Noah's, I mean, if we have a look for, I mean, actually, we'll do all the driver standings and constructors during, I guess, during the start of the sprint on the formation lap. But we're expecting about 142s, 141s around here. I don't think drivers will be able to get into the 140s. But this is essentially like a Q3 session is what all the drivers are doing now. Extended Q3 session. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, no one gets dropped out. It's just short qualifying as Jake goes a 143.9. I think that's a decent time, actually. I don't really know. In time trial, people are doing 141s, 142s, but in an actual server session, 143 might be good. Yine with 143.2, okay. Maybe the times are getting quicker. The times are getting very quicker. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. We've got Lloyd, Benchy, Jack, Wim, George, Dommy, hello. Yeah, you can race on the back, mate. There was no way we can get you in. We were running short on time, and we pinged people, but we only just assigned people that shown up, essentially. But yeah, we will see, we'll see, you know, see how it goes, really. But, as things stand, both the Ferraris are locking out the front row. P1 and P2, 142.2 by Sebi. And Noah goes and puts his McLaren in P2 now, taking Charlie, who might be a little bit drunk, in P3 in VR. Good. I mean, I thought VR was bad at losing balance, but I mean, let alone losing balance, let alone, you know, drunk as well, kind of thing. But we have, you know, there's, yeah, I don't know who's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. Jack Hopkins, the other McLaren, getting a good time there. 1:42.1. This is Dan Shaw currently on a hot lap as well. But yeah, if anything is bad with the stream, do let me know. But we should be good for times and stuff like that, I believe. There's a yellow flag there in sector 2, but I think that's just someone slowing down. Damage is fully on. Yeah, I think everything is pretty much as it should be. We're on realistic time as well, so I don't know if... Seems like the sun's quite low, but maybe they do qualifying quite late on in Belgium. Can't really recall. I'm not really too sure. Mrs. Clan, hello. The sprint race result determine the grid. Yes, it's the old layout, because the game hasn't updated it to the new sprint rules. So, yeah, it's basically whatever they get now, they race for position in the race. So, the end of the sprint will determine the grid for the race, is how it's going to work. Max Chapman only... Oh, wow. Look at Max Chapman's time in comparison with Jack Hopkins. We're going to have a look at that in a moment. 1/100th of a second slower than Jack Hopkins. That's... I mean, it's still front row. It's still front row. Dan Shaw currently on hopefully a good lap. I mean, obviously, green sector 1, green sector 2 is what we expect. But we'll see if he can get the McLaren at least into maybe top 5 here. Ryan and Alex going in the pits there. Only Dylan Archie Smith's all yet to set a time. Dan's not happy with that lap. He's not completing it. He's straight back in the pits with 10 minutes left. So he's obviously backed out of that one quite early on. But if we're going to have a look at the top 2 here then. So this is where Jack and Max have lost time. So Jack currently... I mean, let me just hide that as well. All over the place with the graphics. There you go. So Max is gaining loads of time. Sector 1, Sector 2. Losing 2/10 Sector 3. So if Jack can improve his... sector 3, then Jack could solidify the P1 there. Anybody else on a hot lap? I'm not 100% sure. It looks like Jake might be on an out lap here. It might be Gabe. I'm not sure. Is Gabe on a hot lap? Let me have a look. 10 minutes left to qualifying anyway. George, we will put you in... oh gosh. I will have to confirm it or ask Jamie or someone to sort it out. I do not know, unfortunately. We do have an intoxicated driver in the car, and it is the Ferrari of Torben in P5 at the moment. He's done well to get P5, actually. Ruben doesn't have a teammate either. Unfortunately, we are without... Oh, who's... Oh, that's Daniel, sorry. Wait, Daniel's gone in a Red Bull. Oh, well, I thought I put Daniel in a Williams. Okay, it's fine. But say, yeah, Joe Bean is not here today, so we do only have, I believe, one Red Bull, but it looks like Daniel's on an outlap as well, so we might have that as well. Does that mean we get 6 points? Well, 6 points on Charlie's light. Yeah, you'll get a reprimand as well. Absolutely, absolutely. Gabe is, I mean, he's gone slowest at 162, so I don't know if he's sort of backed out of this lap. This track is amazing, but you lose that rear so easily round here. 9 minutes left of quali. Gabe crossed the line. Yeah, he did back out of that lap, but he's now on a hot lap. Jake's also... I think a lot of drivers are on out laps at the moment. It does... Yeah, everyone's leaving the pits now. Obviously, you've seen Mercedes, and I think that's now for Romeo as well. Go Charlie! Charlie's on an out lap at the moment in his lovely red... is it Scuderia Ferrari? I think I'm saying Scuderia, right? I need to get the track names up as well. What I'm going to do on my phone, I'm going to get the Spa... sort of like, you know, Spa map names, so I can learn like a Rouge, Kemble Straight, you know, all of that, because it's the same as Silverstone. They've all got their own names to them. So turn 9 is, what's turn 9? That's Les Combes, and then it goes down to Brussels or Bruce. I don't even know. Let's make this bigger. Hang on a minute. We should be good. You need another commentator, Joel. I mean, if you're willing, I mean, I thought sometimes I normally have Jamie, sometimes I've got Josh, sometimes I've got... They just kind of pop in. I don't really assign them, but if you've got nothing else to do, you're more than welcome to pop in, Joel. I don't mind. If not, I'm happy to do it by myself. I'm an easy man, so I don't mind. Awesome. Okay, well, Charlie is not on a hot lap. We do have... I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Jake is on a hot lap, and so is Domin. Now, if we have a quick look at the driver standings here, you'll soon see that a reserve driver is currently P3 in the Drivers' Championship. Who knows how that... Oh, joint P3. Sorry, I won't leave Charlie out there. Joint P3 in the Drivers. But yeah, all of this could change at the moment. It does look like Max... Oh, no, to be fair... I think Max, if he'd scored 0 points this weekend, will drop out of P1. There is a potential if Jack won the race and the sprint. But it does look like Max has pretty much solidified P1 at the moment in the drivers. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, yeah, Jake's dropped out of his lap as well. Gabe Dolman crossed the line 146.8. We're still yet to see a time from Dan Shaw and also Daniel in the Red Bull. Dan's back out on fresh tyres, but we'll see if that happens. Drag me from Ferrari. You sure, Joel? Okay, hang on. Give me a second. Oh, gosh. Ferrari's all the way down here. Hang on a second. Are you... hang on. I could just give you permissions. Yo. Hello.
Oh, hello. It's
Hello.
good to see you.
I know. It's good to hear your voice again. Hang on a minute. Although I heard it on the stream literally yesterday, but bear with. Can you see that, by the way? The video, like the live thing.
Yeah, I can see
Is
it
it
on your
lagging?
stream on Discord.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's perfect. It's all perfect.
Is Joel good volume, guys? Up, down, left, right? Let me know. It's a shame you're not in the session as well, but it's fine. Oh, you have the game? I don't even know.
I do not have the game.
Oh,
I haven't had
okay.
the game since 2021, so...
Damn, I respect that.
Yeah.
It's only this one you've
man.
missed out, though.
22. I didn't have.
Oh, you said
either.
21. Sorry. It's 23 now, isn't it? Yeah.
I retired after winning the Kenco F1 Championship back in 2020.
Leave on a high.
Exactly. Nico Rosberg style, eh?
Was that last race, wasn't it? Brazil, I think.
Brazil. Yeah, Max turned into me on the start finish line on the last lap, and I overtook him to win.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of had him anyway a little bit though. You had a better exit, but
oh yeah, I
don't know.
him anyway.
It was yeah. Sound is all good
anyway.
Yeah. Speaking of Max Chapman, he's currently P3 and he's being outpaced by his brother by 4/10. Imagine.
Interesting to see this rivalry, I reckon. Here, what do we think of the predictions for the qualifying? Is this? I don't actually know. Is this a short qualifying?
So this is short quali, yeah, and then we're doing an 8-lap sprint. I don't expect you to be here the whole time, by the way. I know how late it is.
I can be here the whole time.
You sure? I mean, you can pop back down to Charlie if you want. I mean, it looks like Callum's in the VC as well, so there you go. Max, I told you, Max Chapman would. Damn. Yeah, 100%. Well, that's the current time to beat. 5 minutes left. 1:41.3. Any thoughts?
Interested, Ian. I'm interested to see what drivers can do on this sprint race, because Spa's quite an easy track for overtaking, if you put it that way. It's not necessarily something like Monaco where you can't get past. So do you reckon, is qualifying quite as important now as you would expect it to be at any other track that we'll be seeing on the calendar?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, they've got, like, what, 30 laps to overtake. And that'll show true pace. I mean, it's the fact it's a long lap as well, right? Like, you're gonna...
It is, indeed, yeah.
It's gonna show who the good drivers are and who the bad drivers are, in my opinion. Because it's endurance.
A lot of DRS,
it's not endurance, but...
A lot of DRS as well. I'm interested to know as well. I probably should know this, but I don't. Are we using the sprint qualifying, or are we using the sprint race results to set the grid for tomorrow?
Yeah, the game hasn't updated for the new layout.
Interesting.
So yes, we are doing that. Yain's retired from the session.
Quite a big gap from the P15 here. We've got a 47.7 seconds off the lead lap, or off the fastest lap, I should say. So that needs a bit of improvement from the Haas down in P16. You think he's out on track now? Might be on a push lap. We'll see. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong stream, actually.
It's fine. Let me just remove the graphic. I don't know how Dylan Harrison has done a 9.5 in Sector 2. Slightly concerned at that, but maybe that was a glitch. I'm not too sure. Dan Shaw P12 at the moment, though. He's wanting to go quicker, I'm sure. But currently a Chapman front row.
Oh, I was tying a pit lane now. I don't know if you saw that. Almost a big lock up there from the Mercedes. Let's get back on board with Dan Shaw. I'm thinking he was on a good lap here. Couldn't see what his Sector 1 time was, but I reckon it was going to be pretty close to the quickest. Can't see what he is through Sector 1. But we'll stay on board.
I don't know how to get that up.
I want to see where this guy goes.
I mean, he still has 1 or 2 more shots after this anyway.
Well, it depends on what sure. If he's got enough fuel, he'll probably have enough for maybe 1 more, because he'll have to recharge his ERS after this lap as well.
Let's
this is
have
a long lap. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's the wrong button. He's on 43% ERS, so he must be burning it now then. I guess.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, he's on a... This is just another outlap then for Dan. Burning through the tyres, though. Burning through those tyres.
We've had some news through from the Ferrari garage. Charlie has run out of battery on his headset, so he is not only driving partially intoxicated, but he's driving
Oh.
without any volume as well.
And in
So we'll
VR,
see how the Ferrari can go, and in VR. So it's all odds against the Ferrari team today.
Dan's back in the pits.
Torben
He's
currently down
done.
P8 in the pit lane, yeah. So Charlie's looking to be happy where he is. He might just be sending on the sprint race. So driver's caution, look out for the number 41 Ferrari, because he may not know where he's going.
just yeah, keep a nice distance away from the red Ferrari. Speaking of red Ferraris, huh?
Sorry, his VR battery has died, so his screen is just black as well.
Oh
So
no.
we'll have to see. We'll hope he'll get that sorted out. The Ferrari there, Torben's teammate getting out of the way nicely. The Red Bull just going through. We've got Jake Chapman, I believe, that's in the AlphaTauri going out on another outlap. So we'll see if he can improve to overtake his brother for the pole position in the sprint race.
Best lap times. I mean, he's losing about a tenth every sector, 2/10 sector 2. So it's just pace all around really for.
It is, but here he goes to start his lap. Nice wide entry into the into the start-finish straight to get the maximum speed down the straight. He's braking as late as he can. DRS is open now. Very clean there as well. Get a good exit towards the Radion and Eau Rouge. Yellow flags, I believe that is, but probably nothing to worry about. He might get a nice slipstream here as well. I can't see who this car
Yeah,
is
that
from.
might be a certain Mercedes here. I wonder who that is.
Mercedes and Max Chapman giving the brother down there. Nice slipstream. That is an interesting
The brother
setup.
help.
We've got a car just on the inside. That Alfa Romeo just gets out the way nicely there as well. Good job from whoever that was. So I couldn't see how far up was he in sector 1. I couldn't quite see.
It said plus 0035, but that was from Sebi's time. So I don't know why it's using Sebi's sector 1.
Interesting.
Or maybe it's because Sebi's got the fastest sector 1, although...
That would make sense.
Yeah, these fastest times does make sense. 43.1 in sector 2. It's the fastest I've seen. That is rapid. We'll see if Jake can beat it. No worries, Joe.
Coming up towards it in just a few corners time. How well does he do this? He does this pretty nice. Campus now going into Stavelot. Pretty nicely.
Oh,
a little bit wide on the exit. Could that be track limits there? Have we got it on strict or have we got it on regular? I have no idea.
It's on strict, but I don't know if that would...
So, if it's strict, he's over the white line, so it should be invalid. But I know the F1 game does sometimes be a bit lenient, and it may just have kept that track, that lap in. Although he is weaving a lot down the straight, so that's possibly an invalidation there.
Been happening as well. It looks like a Red Bull's overtaken Noah of Ruben, so Red Bull's gone quicker as well. But yeah, 4/10 split P1 and P2 at the moment. I don't know if anyone else will go faster. Nate
seems to be on a fast lap now.
Yeah, I believe so. Probably one of the last people on a fast lap. Or I'm not sure. No, I wouldn't say so. Hang on, let me get a track.
We never know. We never know. Apparently Max Chapman's just had another fastest lap, but I'm pretty sure that's not right.
I thought 333 was what it was already, I think.
Yeah, how many drivers are we at? Are we 16 in the session now?
17.
4 are not here.
17, yeah. Daniel is the Red Bull in P17, but he hasn't set a time at all. So whether that was track limits or not, I don't know.
Interesting strat. Could you be looking to get that last to first, you know? Bit of fun in the sprint race. Why not?
Exactly. You got to be there. I mean, top 7 split within a second. We have seen a lot closer. I'm pretty sure it was like top 12 on one race. It was split between like 8/10. Which is insane, but still close times though. Yeah, I guess does that conclude it? I don't know.
It does conclude it. No one else is on the lap, I don't think.
Yeah, there you go.
Everyone's either in the pit lane or crossing the line. So that's the grid there for the sprint race, which is coming up very, very shortly.
I love the outro almost to that. If only you had another graphic, but intro sequence. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Oh no. Production quality 0. Oh. Cat jam. Alright. If anyone's listening from drivers as well, I know there's loads of people listening. We won't back out of this. We are staying in this one to do the 8 laps now, and then we back out. Also, record your setups, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, I believe they have a formation lap. I did enable it. It did say on. So there should be a formation lap now. While that's going on, I guess we can have a look at driver and championship standings. If they would like, we might have to wait a minute for them to load, actually. Hopefully.
Hey, Hassan.
Hello. Jack's gifting
Sorry.
subs. But alerts are muted. I appreciate it, Jack. Who did he... Janice is here. Thank you. Janice hasn't met Bruce yet, actually. Hasn't met Bruce. Let me reload the overlays. I think they're having a moment. Any update on what team? Oh, I was meant to ask Jamie. Just can you go Williams? If you can go Williams, George, that would be very useful. I don't think we're Williams short. If you can go Williams, that'd be good. Thank you very kindly. Right, formation lap. Constructors currently look a bit like... Oh, that's not working. Why is nothing? Maybe you can't see it in the formation lap. Oh, it does it automatically, doesn't it? It's dark in here. There you go. Yeah, I guess we can't change it. Everyone's starting on the mediums apart from Archie. What would you do, Joel? Would you be on the mediums here? Sprint race, 8 laps?
Interesting strategy. Obviously, I haven't driven the game, so I don't really know what the tyre life will be like. I think it's an 8-lap race, so the softs may just make it, but I think by the end of the stint, Archie might be looking at a bit more in his mirrors behind him to try and defend. I think his tyres will drop off definitely quite significantly by at least maybe lap 6. I'd be expecting him to start worrying about his tyres. That's just a guess on my behalf. I don't know what it's like in this game, but he might be pretty good off the start, so obviously Ferrari. Torbic might be having to look out behind, but yeah, it could be a bold strategy which could pay off.
Yeah, it will be an early push, but it's whether or not he can maintain once he's pushed the position that he's gained without people behind him on better tyre wear, I guess. Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
George, yeah, you can go Alpine. We are an Alpine short, so just let me know. Wherever you go, we'll put down the points on that team. You also get driver points if you get points as well, so that's fine, mate.
Just go to this Ferrari behind. Go on board with Torben for me, if you can.
Torben,
he seems to
P9,
have
yes.
a very big gap in front of him. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I think he might have his AI driving for him, because I think his VR may...
It does look very robotic.
Yeah, I reckon that's his AI, so stewards don't look at this gap in front, because that's not exactly his fault.
You've just paid a... Yeah, I understand. That's fine. That's fine. Just given all attention to it. But yeah, obviously, like you say, he's hopefully getting some charge in his... Oh, is he taking control now? Yeah. I would say so.
I think that's still AI. His wheel movement looks very robotic, like you said earlier.
Oh yeah, he might be back on it. He might have just released it for a second. It's definitely an AI now. Damn, all these guys are going to be on cold tyres. Although they are sliding and burning up those rears as much as they can, the Chapmans. Jack and Sebi.
Eager to get started as well.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like Charlie has caught up with the pack now, though. You see him just behind, getting ready to get racing. 8 laps anyway. I'm hoping that the overlay does change, but we'll see. We'll see. Do we get
Charlie Bot makes his return from the infamous Kenco F1 Season 1 Australia Grand Prix, where we saw myself and I want to say it was Jay that couldn't get past the Charlie Bot, but let's see Ian take it away.
No worries. Right, well, here you go. 8 laps of the first sprint of Kenco F1. It's lights out and away we go. And that Ferrari of Charlie, oh my goodness. I want to go on board with Charlie already. He's already up to P4, chasing for the lead already. We go 3 wide into turn 1. And Charlie's up loads of positions.
It's an unbelievable start there by Charlie. I don't know if that's his AI or not. Charlie is not in the game. He doesn't need an invite if that's possible. The Charlie Bot is back in action. And he's side by side with the Red Bull. And they have contact mid-Radion. And
everyone
it's
keeps
incredible,
it clean.
But one might say, but here comes Charlie Bot down the Camel Straight towards Lecom. And the Chapman brother going side by side. There's Jake Chapman in the lead around the outside of his brother.
Yes.
And Jake Chapman leads from Max Chapman. Max Chapman back down the inside.
Jack Hopkins retaking P2 there. Lucky Shot has retired in a Red Bull, though. There might have been some collisions back here. Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness me.
Noah was caught up in that. That might be... Yeah, is a full safety car in a sprint race. Unfortunately, we have lost Ruben in that collection, though. We missed that. I'm sure we can get a replay of some of the drivers' perspectives at the end, though. But oof for the back of the grid. And Noah, again, unlucky. He's had so much unlucky racing lately, and it looks like Charlie's just loaded in as well. But I guess that neutralizes the pack and on this current order where Max maintains P1, Jack, Jake, Sebi, and then Torben up to P5. I mean, hang on, there we go, gained and lost. There you go. So we can see the winners and the losers of that. And Noah losing 10 places there along with Archie. So someone might have been collected in that. I'm sure it would be
It's
reported.
terrible news for the Alpine of Archie Middlefeld, who started on the soft tyres. We really wanted to see the progress he could make, and a safety car for him would have been ideal to keep those tyres alive for a little bit longer, but obviously he's been collected up in that crash.
See,
so terrible news for him.
in this situation, though, if you're Archie with a safety car, it's going to be going around for at least two and a bit laps. Would you pit as Archie mediums? Or do you reckon the safety car with the softs will be alright? Although he might damage.
It depends. If he's got damage, it's definitely worth pitting, but I would pit for a set of softs again. I think the safety car will probably stay out for at least one more lap after this one. So I think if I'm him and I have damage, I'm pitting for new softs again. I think this is optimum, because then you're looking at maybe doing about 6 laps rather than the 8 laps, which I think would probably be good. Let's see what this Alfa Romeo goes on to.
Is it going to be a 1.80 pit stop from the Alfa Romeo team? No. It's definitely not
quite, but interestingly, it's the soft tyres for the Alfa Romeo, and the McLaren looks like they've got softs out as well.
Yes, there's Noah Lockwood here. Mediums onto the softs. I don't blame them, really. I really don't blame them.
Yeah.
That
I think
front
it's
wing
definitely
just
a good call.
repaired itself when it got taken off the car. I love it.
I think for these drivers as well, right at the back of the pack, they really need to take a risk, and I think going on the softs, being different to the guys ahead, is definitely the way to go. It looks like Archie stayed out, so I guess he probably didn't have any damage. He may have just been caught up in it, but taking damage, and the McLaren there going a bit over the white lines. Let's hope the stewards aren't watching this stream, because that could possibly be caught up. Not good for the McLaren.
Looks nice with both the Ferraris, though, parading around the front of the safety car, almost.
I must say, what an absolute beast start from that Charlie bot. If I'm him, I'm going to let my AI take over for every race start, because how that wasn't a jump start,
I know.
beyond me. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, everyone just press escape when the lights go out. Oh, it seems that way, but yeah, I mean, Dansher up to P7. Did he must have gained some positions, up P6, up 6 positions.
Yeah, he's a brilliant start, and Smits and the Alpha and the Aston Martin. Sorry.
Yes, he also had
P6
as well. Places, so winners and losers. Is that Gabe Dolman's also retired from the session? Did he retire in the pits? I'm not sure, unless he was collected.
I think he got caught up in a crash as well.
Okay.
I think he also had a wheel loss.
Oh, Charlie
back out of the session. Maybe he's taken my advice.
Jack's broken his headset, so Jack in P2 has maybe no sound, so he's racing without sound by the looks of it, unless his audio is coming out of his monitor.
I do wonder, was that from rage or was that just from a technical issue?
Although if anyone would have raged though, I feel like it would have been Noah, because I don't know whose fault that was at the back. I mean, obviously the Red Bull retired, but it doesn't I can't put a blame on him without seeing it. So just I feel unfortunate for a majority of the drivers at the back. But again, Noah could do something here. It's not the race, you know. It's gonna be a 4-lap shootout, I think. I don't know. We're on 5-lap shootout. I guess we've got one more lap after this. Yeah, it looks that way.
Safety car staying out, annoyingly, which everyone's caught up, so it's just another slow lap for everyone. But I guess good for the soft runners, because there's another lap gone where they don't have to push on that fresh rubber. People in danger, I reckon. Anyone up to maybe the 2 Ferraris could be pretty quickly taken over by a couple of these soft runners. So they're going to have to push pretty hard in front to try and get away from these softs, and hope the people behind on the mediums can hold them back a little bit longer.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, like you say, P10 done for P15, soft tyres. Everyone in top 9 are on mediums. Now, again, it's obviously such a long lap, but do you reckon the softs will be that good? I don't know. Obviously, their driving has to be as well.
I think the softs will be pretty good. Yeah, I think the softs, I mean, a lot of this track is just straight line speed, so the majority of cars are going to have a low downforce setup. So where the soft can help in the technical mid corners, the slower corners, with having a bit more grip, which is going to just kind of increase what they're lacking in downforce. It's just going to balance it out for them. So the soft runner is going to have a massive advantage throughout the lap.
I do agree,
especially through sector 2.
Yeah, there's no tyre wear in the safety car lap either. Domi says, but Mylander might run out of fuel. You never know. I don't know how much fuel they'll put in the safety car. I guess it would just be almost a full tank. I don't know. Surely they wouldn't put it on full,
Nothing will be road trip worthy, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's true. Just a couple of laps and they'll be good. Hopefully we'll get racing at the end of this lap though. Then they'll have 4 laps to gain positions for the race. But yeah, unfortunately, obviously, it would have been nice to have maybe, you know, another half a lap of racing kind of thing. But it is what it is, and it's Belgium always delivers. So yeah,
I'll tell you, I'm excited for this P1, P2, P3 fight. There's always a good battle between Max Chapman and the McLaren. Every
yes,
time I've watched, at least, they're always side by side throughout the lap. I don't know how they haven't taken each other out numerous times, but I reckon that's going to be a very good fight to the end of the race to see who comes out for pole position for the race tomorrow.
for sure. They kart in real life as well and race each other, so they know the limits of each of the drivers. They know each other very well, so I guess that helps their racing in the game as well, sort of knowing where they can push and where to sort of give room and stuff like that. But yeah. Hopefully we'll get racing at the end of this one though. I mean, I can't even call who's. It'll be nice. Obviously, only top 8 get points here, so I guess. I mean, hang on. While this is going on, I guess we can have a look at these guys. So this is the constructors at the moment. Mercedes almost double McLaren. And then McLaren only just solidifying P2 there with Red Bull. And then Ferrari, they need to work. They need to do some better work, Joel. What's going on? 27 points. I mean, it's good, but it's not good enough.
Seems to be a lack of staying sober, I think. That's not good for the team. But
we've got
has
racing
safety
again?
car gone in? Or?
Yes,
Yep.
it has.
Apparently
Sorry,
got
it's
now.
gone green again. Max Chapman, I guess, got a decent start on Jack. However,
Yeah, Charlie
Sebi
Watt
is not
having to defend for the Williams here behind as well. Just managed to stay ahead. Now coming towards Radion, and the Williams have been compromised there, but the Mercedes has been able to get past of Shaw.
Shaw has got past indeed, and will Shaw be tempted to get in front of the Ferrari up here through the Kemmel Straight, or down the Kemmel Straight, I should say. He's going to have a very nice slipstream here. Obviously, no DRS. Oh, Charlie's defending though. That was so close. Dan's on the outside, but Charlie does have the corner to go through. Mercedes gets it done. That's clean.
Yeah, good overtake there. There's a late defending there by Charlie Bot, and it seems like the lead for the battle for the lead. McLaren slipped down the inside of Mercedes going into I don't know what that corner's called. No name now. And McLaren leads from the Chapman brothers. Sebi and the Ferrari staying tight with about 2.5 tenth gap behind, and then it's the Mercedes of Shaw who's fallen back about 3 seconds. Torben's been sorted up by the Williams now as well, and it's a yellow flag behind. Hopefully nothing major.
Looks like, yeah, I'm not sure. Alex Peak lost loads of positions there, so he might have spun potentially, or there is a Haas going really wide here behind. Sorry, my camera work needs some work. But yeah, it does look like Jack Hopkins has the lead of the sprint at the moment. Currently a second from. I mean, these top 4 are fighting for the win here. There's a big gap just behind Sebi of Dan Shaw, who's now going to be chasing the front pack, I would say. But the Charlie, yeah, down to P7. There's Noah Lockwood already up to P9.
It'll be interesting to see what Lockwood can do in this race, because obviously on softs he's a very strong driver, I'm pretty sure. So I'm sure he's going to be absolutely sending it, because he didn't get the start he wanted. So let's see how he can go. But it's an important important race for Sebi here, and he's already set the fastest lap of the race. He needs some very solid points for Ferrari. You just saw the constructors; they're lacking 27 points only compared to Mercedes in the high 90s. So Sebi needs a good race. Keep it consistent, keep it tidy, and pick up anything if he can from the 3 ahead who's fighting for the win of the race.
I totally agree. Yeah, these 3 are going to be fighting. Obviously, it looks like Max is now on the left-hand side of Jack. Has got in front. Obviously, the Kemmel Straight. I mean, the amount of speed you can get. Jack's just lost 2 positions in one straight to the Chapmans, and Sebi might pick up a placer as well.
Chapman masterclass here, it seems. It looks like they're going to be going at it hard. I think Sebi's just sitting behind, and one of the Chapman brothers there
that's Jake.
goes wide. Sebi now on the outside, going into no name. Can he hold it around the outside? Not really an overtaking position, and he just has to back out. But like I said, Sebi's just waiting behind to see if anyone makes a mistake, and he can just pick up. And he almost had that opportunity right there to slip up into the podium.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Yeah. I mean, gained in positions, lost at the moment. This is obviously from the start of the race, but Dan Shaw currently making the most positions up. At the moment, 8 positions up from Dan. But yeah, I mean, it's all to play for, I suppose, in the last, what have we got, 2.5 laps? Yeah.
Yeah, and Mercedes of Shaw pulled off about 5 tenths in the last lap so far. He was about 3.3 behind. He's now pulled it up to about 2.9. Not quite making the impact he needs at the moment. Seems Lockwood's stuck behind Charlie Bot, and once again a defensive masterclass by the Ferrari. Is he going to go around the outside of bar stop, or is the Charlie Bot going to send it back down the inside? He's still there. Bit of a compromised line, but Charlie Bot was in brilliant racing. We might need to keep this guy in the league.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant racing in front as well from the Williams and the Mercedes. I mean, it's almost sort of a little cube of 2x2 here. As I mean, Noah obviously ahead of the Ferrari now, fastest lap of the race as well.
Good job from Noah. His fastest lap, and he's been held up partially by Charlie Bot through the last sector. Now is he going to get the run? Oh, and the Williams! Oh, the Williams is round at the top of Radion. Just manages to keep it out of the top Charlie Bot and keeps it in a straight line somehow. Good save from the Williams.
Yeah,
almost could have been catastrophic.
And lucky there was no contact made either, otherwise that could have been very dangerous. So also just noticed as well, Jack Hopkins is back in the lead ahead of Max.
Yeah, it seems like they're going to be hop-scotching each other for the rest of the race in the DRS zone down the Camel Straight. I reckon that's going to be the #1 overtaken spot into turn 7 at Le Combe. Now through P1 it seems, and we'll see where the nearest battle is on track. I think if we
go on?
Yeah, if we look for Smits here, he's about a 1/10.5.
Yeah.
He's now dropped about 4/10 now behind Middelfeld, who Middelfeld doesn't have DRS, so he's going to be pretty compromised and having to defend pretty hard from the guys behind. Smits, is he on softs or mediums? I think he's on mediums, right?
Mediums, yes.
So we might see Middelfeld starting to struggle with his older softs now. I reckon this is going to be where his start maybe slowly just falling away from him to lap 6. I think may just... Oh, and as I talk, Smith is in the wall.
Commentator's curse. I don't know. I don't think the Williams suffered much more anyway. It looks like a Haas has got ahead of Yain, though Yain obviously receives a time penalty there, though he looks like he's still fighting for this this Haas here through the, I believe it's just a chicane, bus stop chicane, I don't really know. Bus stop chicane, there you go. What's the difference? Is there any difference, or is it just called bus stop chicane?
That is just the name of the chicane, so...
Oh, there you go. I've raced around here a few times, but not probably as many times as you. I think Yain's going to easily get ahead over here of Michael. I wouldn't say upper... I mean, hang on, has Yain got front wing damage? Yes. There's no front right end plate.
Front right end plate is gone, but...
Doesn't phase him. It's before the straights even started.
Yeah, he's already got the move done. He's got DRS. He's going to try and just get away from the Haas and try and close up to Charlie Bot, who's somehow just going to on some points in this sprint race. He's probably not going to make any more impacts on the guys ahead of him, unfortunately. Lockwood, let's keep an eye on Lockwood's progress. He's going to be struggling
at the moment.
Wanting a bit more laps to go. I don't think he'll get there. But let's just stick with the top 4 for this last.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree.
So I reckon this is going to be the big fight for the last lap. 4 people all within DRS going to be pushing, all very good their racing ability and their pace. So I reckon we're going to be in for a bit of a treat on this last lap.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to win. I mean, obviously they're playing for 8, 7, 6 and 5 points, so there's not a lot in it, but it would still be nice to, get a podium in a sprint race anyway. But at the moment, obviously it could be, I mean, they're all different teams at the minute, so we won't get a double team podium, but you never know. It could all mix up, obviously, in the race. Charlie has left the session again. He seems like he's having some sort of internet issues, although Max Chapman might... Oh, no. He's got 1 lap to try and get ahead of Jack. However, obviously, if he can keep the rear of that McLaren within range, he might even get him down to turn 1.
I know exactly what he's doing. He's going to sit behind him, wait for that DRS. He's going to sit right behind him, so he can't get hit. So McLaren can't brake early. But he
both
goes
the Chapmans. Sorry.
I don't know where the DRS detection zone is, but I think Max may have lost DRS to the McLaren, which is what I thought he was going to sit behind and wait and do.
Want to be there.
Jake trying to get past at the top of Radion. And it's completely within about half a second. 4 cars, it's 3 right down.
Max is getting swallowed. That's Sebi as well on the grass.
Sebi going for the win down the inside of Le Combe. Can Sebi get into the lead? Now he's P2 with the Ferrari. Jake Chapman trying to hop around the outside. He can't do it. Now going into turn 10 hairpin is going to be another opportunity.
Oh, Jake.
Oh, Jake into the
no.
Oh, it's unfortunate for Jake.
That won't cause a safety car, but that is a big L for Jake. He was racing very, very close, very, very well with everybody. I think he just may have just misjudged it or clipped a car.
I think he dropped it on the traction on the exit.
Yeah, rear's gone again. Unlucky Jake, unlucky. He's going to be starting at the back in the race as well, just for that one tiny little mistake. But as things stand, Jack is leading, followed by Sebi, followed by Max. It's all to play for here, for the front row, I suppose.
Yeah, we stay on board here with the top 3. Looks like Hopkins has maybe have this sprint race win in his sights. I think he's just got enough of a gap behind him, 6/10 now to Sebi. Max Chapman with possible, if he has the ERS to push up close to the Ferrari, he may be able to make a dive bomb into the bus stop chicane. Let's see what he
He's
does.
certainly going
Sebi's
for
ran out
it.
of ERS. Max is right on his tail. Max is going to send it, lay on the brakes. Bit of a
Oh,
lock-up.
sliding it round.
Really deep, but he looks like he's managed to keep it. But what a move from Max.
Yeah,
Great
what
send
an
there.
absolute move there from Max. That's claiming him P2 for the sprint, allowing Jack to win, followed by Max Chapman. Sebi in P3, and Noah Lockwood. What a drive from him.
Yeah, top stuff from him.
Amazing.
By the end of the
And
safety car, this guy was pretty much last, right? Now he's
yeah,
P4, so yeah.
it
Good
did look
race.
like Dan crossed the line P5, but might have had some sort of penalty. Yeah, Dan had a 3-second time penalty, so probably track limits for Dan, pushing him down to P6. But yeah, Charlie, great race for P5 as well, considering he was leaving and rejoining the entire race. Michael Wimmer, Archie Middelfeld P8, Nate P9, and then Daniel in P10. Good race by Daniel as well, but unfortunately we did lose Jake, Gabe, and Ruben in the sprint, so I felt like we're going to lose a lot more people in the race, but who knows.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily. I mean, people are pushing. It is almost like a qualifying, so they are really going out trying to send it best they can for setting the grid tomorrow. Good work from Archie to just clutch up a point there on his softs. I'm assuming they probably were feeling not great by the end of the race, but he did manage to stay within the DRS of the Haas. Obviously, Charlie, I don't know if we should give the credit to Charlie or the Charlie bot, but he's done well to get P5, scrape up a few more points for the sprint tomorrow, and I think he's even gained positions from where he started the race. So I think that that race start may be controversial, but I think he's done a pretty damn good job to push a little further up the field for the race tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's in about 5 minutes, but yes, I do agree.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, fair.
it's fine. Let me just get a screenshot of that. You don't have to stay for that if you don't want. I don't mind.
Oh, heck no, I'll stay if I can.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna
I
back
mean, if you
out.
want me to.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to. Jack fixed his headset. Let's go. In terms of time penalties, guys, we don't have enough time to. If people got time penalties, I think we just have to leave them. I don't know. I've had people messaging me saying they only had 2 warnings for a 3-second time penalty, but there's no way I can do anything. I just feel like we have to remain whatever the game is. I don't know what to do. Ask Jamie, I would say, because I've got a billion and one things going on. Message Jamie. Otherwise, I think this will be the order. I think it's only fair that we leave the order as what it is, but yeah, that was brilliant racing on the last lap, though. It was really good to see loads of position changes, and I mean, Noah up to P4, considering he literally was crashed out on the track with no front wings, stationary. Yeah, brilliant. Noah will be happy with himself for that. And Sebi as well, and everybody. Right, guys, if we retire out of this one, we'll create a new lobby as well. But yeah, thank you, Joel, for that.
Yeah, if you want to drag me up just before the race starts, I'll be in Ferrari chat, just getting some words from the Ferrari team.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just give you permission to rejoin this, Joel.
Oh, sure.
I'll just give you the, hang on a minute. If I just give you that first, I'll remove it later. You should be able to do everything.
I can now, yeah.
Calm.
Right. See
Right.
you shortly.
Yeah, no worries. It's all good. Thank you. Awesome. Right, let's quit to main menu. I'm gonna make a new lobby and do a custom grid for everybody. Yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed that though. I really had fun. We are not done yet though. That was only the sprint race. We do have a 50% race coming up very, very soon. And we'll go back over to this scene for just a moment. George, I'll send you an invite as well. Yeah, that was a plethora of things going on, but I did certainly enjoy it. That was awesome. That was a good race. That was good fun. And obviously racing throughout as well. I'm sorry if we did miss some action at the back. We obviously did miss that crash at the front, literally like turn 4 with the Red Bull. So obviously apologies for Ruben there. I know he got collected, or I don't really know the full ins and outs, but yeah, I'm sure we can follow up on it. But yeah, that was good fun. That was really good fun. So what we'll do, guys, if you just wait for me to wait for me to send you guys invites, just bear with me like 1 minute, and then I'll send them out. Yeah, there's quite a few people with damage, Michael. There was quite a few people with damage on that one. So you weren't the only one. Right, let's go track select and we'll go on there. But yeah, GG. And what we'll do, I'll set the country grid. If we can get everybody in, I'll make it friend only. If I start inviting people, if you guys can also invite other people as well, that would be a brilliant help from me. So if I just invite people pretty much from the top down, and then if your teammate or whatever doesn't have an invite, if you can invite them, that will be fantastic. I appreciate that, because inviting on this game is atrocious, but we'll try and get this done as quick as we can. And oh, that's correct. I think I've just invited the wrong person. Oops. George, do I have you on Steam, by the way? If I don't, then you might... it'd be too much of a faff to add you, but I might already have you here. Fernando can't race Jack. I think I'll invite, and we'll go pretty much down a little bit further. So we've got Lucky Shot, we've got Max. We got Noah. Can you add me on Steam? Or do you have EA? It might be an EA thing you've got. If not, then we might just have to live with what we've got, because I don't really want to faff around for too long. You got me on EA. What's your EA name? I'll send you an invite quickly. Oh no, Stein's not racing. Why have I just said to start an invite? Oh, Dan. Again, just invite your friends. It's friend only, so you guys should be able to send invites out. Yeah, Michael, ghosting's turned off, but for some reason the game can't fully disable ghosting for some reason, so... yeah. Jack will invite Gabe as well. G Chadwick. Okay, I'll invite you. Hang on. Jack says invite. Yeah, sure, mate. Sure. Are you on this list? You might be on this list. Oh, man. Right. Sebi. I think there's 2 Sebis to invite, actually. Make sure I get the right one. If you get 2 invites, guys, I do apologise. I haven't made any note of who I've invited, who I haven't invited, so I apologise if I'm just spamming you with invites at this point. Michael Wimmer. Yes, I will. Yes, thank you. I will change it. I should have done that before I sent invites, but I just focused on invites. Right, so we'll do, there you go. Starting grid, we'll do custom. We'll make sure that's correct, and that needs to just be standard. Perfect. And what I'll do weather. Keep it clear and realistic. And then rules and flags. We are keeping it on strict for the race. Safety car standard, immersive, formation lap on, standard red flags. That's all good. Parc Fermé's on as well. Guys, remember, record your setups, please. That's all good, standard. Thank you for all the follows as well, guys, that's come in. I know there's been quite a few followers as we've gone on through the stream, so I appreciate all of you following as well. Thank you. George, I'll give you the Alpine roll. Just a second. Wait 1 second. They've got... Hang on. 2 seconds. Let me sort this out. Right. And then I need to also somehow invite... How's this going to work then? Remember, George, keep it as clean racing as you can, by the way. Like, otherwise we will probably just kick you, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Right, I'll go spectator here as well. Anyone need an invite, please ping me or let me know now, please. We'll aim to get out of here for, let's say, 1/4 past. Maybe we'll go sooner if we can. Record your setup. So if you guys can record putting on your setup, because your setup needs to be the same one that you've used in Quali and the race. Yes, Daniel, I've just done that. Sorry, I will do that now, mate. Sorry. There you go, mate. There you go. All sorted. You need an invite. You do. I did just send you a... I think I sent you an invite, but not a... I sent you an invite, but not an invite. Although your name's not here. I sent you a request, George. I sent you an EA request. You might have to accept it. It's normally just F3 and then you go through the menus. Something like that anyway. Something like that. Boom, 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 boom. I am Douglas as well. Oh, okay. Oh, you're Douglas 113893. There you go. Just make sure you go Williams, yeah. Cool. I think we've got everybody here then. Let me just do the custom grid. And then we'll be getting good to go. Oh, I'm just adding... Oh, gosh. What am I doing? Hang on a second. Don't want to be doing that. Weekend structure. Edit custom grid. Right. I'm going from the screenshot, by the way. I'm going from this. So whatever this is this is basically exactly the same as what was in the menu, actually. To be fair, I may as well use the one from in the game. Hang on 2 seconds. Let me go. Lobby, library, F1. I'll use this one just for sake of it. Good, I look good on you. Yeah, I know. Like, I know you're not last. George is last. You're fine. Because you were actually racing the sprint, so it's fine. Right, so who do we have then? So we got Jack, followed by Max, followed by Sebi. Let me see. Was it F1 and F2 I have to use? Yeah, okay. So Jack, And then we got Max. Just bear with me, guys. Maybe I'll be like 2 more minutes. And then Sebi and then Noah. Sebi not in the lobby. Is Sebi here on my blind? Sebi is, sir. Sorry. Sebi. And then Noah. Sebi, Noah. And then we got Charlie, Dan. I feel bad about Dan, but I mean, I feel like track limits, we've always kept track limits on, in my opinion. I know it might have only seen two track limits for you, but games glitch, and I don't know, I can't, there's nothing I can do. I feel like it's only appropriate I just leave you with what you've got, but I don't know if that's being mean or not, I don't know. Jack, Max, Sebi, Noah, Charlie, Dan, Michael, Archie, Drafts, Icy. And then we've got Dylan, and then Yayan, and then Alex. Dylan, Yayan, and then Alex. And then, as far as I'm concerned, this is where it's going to get complicated. George, no, we won't need your recording because you didn't. That's fine. I've just lost a picture. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, Chazzy. Thank you, mate. We're just sorting out our we're just sorting out the lobby a second. Although I've currently lost a picture that I need. Pictures, screenshots, that one, and I need this one open. Calm. Right, so after Alex, we've got Smits, and then after Smits, we've got Jake, and then after Jake, we got Gabe, and then Lucky Shot, then George. Perfect. Can you guys confirm if that's the correct order? I'll make it full screen again. If there's anything wrong with the order, shout now. But as far as I'm concerned, it's Jack, Max, Sebi, Noah, Charlie, Dan, Michael, Archie, Drafts, Daniel, Dylan, Yayan, Alex, Smits, Jake, Gabe, Lucky Shot, George. We happy? If so, then we'll go in 2 minutes or a minute, whatever. As far as I'm concerned, we are doing this, yeah, straight into 22 laps. I'll just confirm the formation up's on as well. Yeah. Cool. Nice. We'll have hopefully Joel back up here as well in a minute. And then we'll get going with 22 laps. And then hopefully we'll easily be done for the boxing later, which, I mean, we should be done. If the race starts now, we should be done by 9. Easily done by 9, which is fine. Awesome. Right, yeah. We'll go at 2015, guys. I'll ping you. I'll ping race updates as well at driver, at reserve. I know you're watching the stream, some of you anyway, but we may as well. Up at 2015. Good luck. Have fun. There you go. Awesome. And good on you. I think we're all good though. You feel left out, Jack? Oh. Just at driver at reserve at Jack. Just randomly. You can just be the unique one. The odd one out. Yeah. Thank you for the gift sub. It's dark in here as well. I completely missed that, I think, half an hour ago. But I appreciate that, Jack. Thank you. Janice is here and it's dark in here, bro. Alright. It's going to be a good race, though. I'm looking forward to it. 29 seconds. Here we go. And you... I should have reminded the drivers about telemetry, actually, but it's probably too late. Oh, well. I didn't check telemetry, actually, in the sprint. I should have checked telemetry. Never mind. Good on you. Here we go. I'm sure you've watched this intro too many times, but allow it, please. There's so much budget going into this graphic, the graphic budget. All right, we have to make use of it. All of my countless minutes of time on After Effects, it's worth it, right? It's so worth it. There we go. Right, we are back. We will have a formation lap, and then we're going into 22 laps. Sweet. Hey, Joel's here. Callum's here. Hello, guys.
Good evening.
Good evening. Do you have something to say, or are we just all here for the race?
I mean, I'm here to help you say things throughout the race.
Yes, keep me
helping
sane.
You commentate. Don't know why Callum said he might just be here for moral support.
That's all good. So you left Charlie though.
Yeah. He'll be alright.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just confirm, Charlie, you don't need any help.
Oh, let me just turn you off a little bit, Callum. You're very quiet. What did you say? Oh, I think he said he didn't need any help.
Yeah, I don't know. I think so.
We might be waiting a minute here because people take their time. They load this up, so then they wait like a minute before they actually ready up, just to allow everyone to give time to record or whatever they're doing. I don't know. Any predictions, or should we not go there?
You're asking us or the chat?
Both.
I mean, if I may offer my prediction, I'm seeing a. I have hopes here that there'll be a Ferrari on the podium, but I do think this this Chapman and Hopkin front row is gonna
Could go
slowly
on.
pull away. I think that might be a long fight till the end, and I think they'll pull a gap as well. Hopefully, Sebi might be involved as well, but I think Jake will be one to watch. I think he'll have a good race, and I think he'll be able to make some good positions.
For Jake, what did he get? Was it P2 or P3 in Quali? Can't remember, but he's got pace around here, so he should show it through the race as well. But formation lap anyway, so. Why is it showing Jack Hopkins in Mercedes colours with McLaren? What's going on here? I haven't enabled that. I don't know. The formation lap gives its own graphics, so it might flash up or flash down in a minute. I can't. There you go. It's gone back to normal. Awesome. Awesome. 22 laps around here would be, what, 40 minutes is max on hard? Who's on hard? Oh, Smiths. Don't blame him, really.
I was thinking it will be a soft medium today. But Smiths, I guess, going for the hards, hoping to maybe just have a bit better time performance over this first stint. And yeah, everyone else seems to be on mediums apart from the Red Bull in P10 and the Alfa Romeo in P16 on the softs.
What do you reckon, medium hard? Must be. Or do you reckon they can get away with medium soft? Yeah?
I think some people might try medium soft. Again, I don't know the tire performance, but seeing Smiths on a hards, he might be trying to do a hard soft. And I guess maybe the others might be trying to medium soft, or maybe the others are on a hard medium. Or medium hard, I should say. And the two soft runners might be trying to go maybe soft hard or soft medium.
Yeah.
But
not sure who's gonna. Hopefully, no one's gonna DNF to the start-finish line. We did have that earlier in the sprint race. I think it was Gabe and maybe Ruben or someone crashed in this formation lap, but we won't get that today, hopefully. ERS percentages. Sebi, no telemetry. Jake's understandable. So does that mean Sebi instantly gets a 5-second? I think so. Don't know. Unless it's a valid excuse. We tried to encourage everybody to enable their telemetry. We said it about 5 times in the pre-race. And if you didn't have it, that was a 5-second time penalty. And at the moment, Sebi hasn't got telemetry.
What is Jake's good excuse that gets him out of
his brother is on the same network, and they've both enabled it multiple times. They're the only exception, because they're both on the same network, and they're both feeding telemetry data to the internet, and it just doesn't work. It just literally kills their network. They've tried it like 2 or 3 times, so... Yeah. Oh look, Ruben's gone back to the start-finish line. Nice. Should we get a track map up? Track map up. Do you reckon that's a good idea? I think we can try and get that. Maybe. Would that be better? I think that would be better. If we go for something like that. We will have the F1 logo in the bottom right, but bottom left. But it's not the end of the world. I don't think. At least we can see where people are on track.
There anyway.
Exactly. It's always good to have. Right. The starting tyres should disappear anyway. Joel, you can take this away if you want. I done the sprint.
It might be a bit delayed, but...
Wait, you're watching it through my Discord, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh.
We'll see, hopefully. I can do it if you want.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, we'll see how it comes out.
Max and Jack both disqualified themselves. They're now a meter behind their start-finish line, by the way. Or their grid position. Nice one.
Interesting. Yeah, I can see that, actually. Yeah, we got all drivers on the grid. We've got 3 red lights, 5 red lights now. And it's a long way. And it is lights out and away we go. And the front runners there, Mercedes of Max Chapman gets a pretty good start. I think he's just slotting in behind the McLaren there. He's trying to go around the outside. And McLaren going around the outside of Torben there as well. Sebi slots in with P3. He keeps the position. It's all pretty clean at the front. We've got a 3 wide towards the back. We don't want to go side by side up through Radion and Eau Rouge. Alpine looks like he's going to try and do it. He's side by side. A little bit of contact on the entry, but it's clean still. Very good racing there from the mid-pack. And it is now Max Chapman, who is going 3 wide there, almost with Sebi and Hopkin. And Sebi almost taking the lead on the inside going into Le Common. And Sebi, the Ferrari, leads. Max Chapman trying to go around the outside, and there's no space. And he has tapped the rear of the Ferrari there of Sebi, and I think he's gone into the middle of the track.
Yeah, Michael might have been collected in that. He's not going to be happy at all. Yeah, Sebi,
Yeah,
that looked very unfortunate. I don't think there was enough room for either of them to get round that corner.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Safety car deployed.
it's not great at all. Michael has had very unlucky racing, and he's hopefully we won't get a backlash in chat from Michael again. Wait till the after the race, please. Instant safety car again. It's similar to the sprint race really with that one. That corner takes everybody by surprise. That whole sort of the top of the hill after the Kemmel straight. I mean, it's same as last year. I'm pretty sure Max got spun round in the same place that Sebi got spun round this time round. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective there, what I was saying was Max Chapman trying to just break later and go around the outside of Sebi through the second leg on turn 8. And I think he may have just tagged him going through turn 8, and I think that was what spun him round. And if I'm being honest there and being harsh, I think Max could possibly be looked into there by stewards. I don't think he was alongside enough to really be given the respect and the racing room from Sebi. I don't think Sebi did anything wrong by trying to take the racing line. I think Max was just a little bit alongside, not quite enough to have the room, and just took him out there, unfortunately, for the Ferrari. So
I'm
stewards
sure.
may investigate that later on.
Yeah, there'll be different perspectives. You know, people are recording the race as well from like their driver point of view as well. So anything they can put through like upload on streamable or anything, I guess that's a great help for the stewards anyway. But yeah, Michael, wait till after the race, please. Thank you. But yeah, unfortunately we now got a safety car for 2-3 laps, but at least it allows the drivers who did get damage, such as Sebi, to pit. I mean, Sebi could pit for the hards till the end, but I don't know if that would be the best choice to get through the pack at least.
Yeah, I think it might be a little bit early to make a decision like that. I was surprised maybe not to see any of the, if the strategy is a medium hard, I was surprised not to see any of the soft runners come in to fit the hard tyres, which maybe indicates it is a soft medium, and the soft runners want to try and maximize their potential on the softs. We do see the Alfa Romeo's made a very good start. I think he's made up 6 positions since the race start. The Red Bulls seemed pretty neutral. I think he's lost the position actually, yeah. So good start there from the Alfa Romeo, maximizing his tyre advantage early on in the race. Good start also from Lockwood. I don't know where he's at. I think he's at maybe P6, P5?
I believe, yeah, it was P4 for Lockwood. He had a really good sprint,
okay.
yeah.
I thought it was a bit further back, but maybe I got it the wrong way around. Still a good start from nonetheless. And what about Alex Peake? Where did he start in the Aston Martin and the Williams
Let me
of
just
Barrett?
change that for you. P6, so he would have started P13. So brilliant start from Alex.
Jake Chapman as well, gaining 6 positions, so another respectable start. And I'm sure he'll gain a few more positions off the next restart. Max obviously knows what he's doing on a safety car restart. We've seen him do that many, many times throughout the years. He's led annoying amount of races and laps, so he knows what he's doing. He always seems to get a good start, so let's see if the McLaren duo behind him can put pressure on and try and get it, make maybe a Mercedes sandwich.
Yeah, I'm hoping the game will register that everybody's caught up in the safety cars in this lap, but I don't know if it will. I'm hoping so. Hopefully it'll speed off in the distance in a second.
Pretty sure the game is annoying.
Needs 3 laps.
Fact, it needs I think it needs a minimum of 2 laps or 3 laps, something like that. So we'll probably be stuck for another lap, I would imagine.
It does look that way.
But...
Nice to see Papaya Orange though, P2 and P3.
It is, yeah. Nice not to see Red Bull leading as well.
Yeah, McLaren haven't, I mean, obviously at the moment McLaren's got 58, P2 in the Constructors, but of those 58, Jack Hopkins has got 48 of them. Obviously Noah's only got 2, but it was Dave Raptors who got the other 8 there from McLaren, so Jack is kind of, you know, keeping the fort for McLaren here, but I'm sure with Noah at the moment, I mean, he's going to still sort of seal some nice points. Obviously, he done well in the sprint as well. All those points would count. Those constructors and drivers aren't relative to what's just happened in the sprint either, but they will be soon. Danny, yeah, sorry.
I think what McLaren needs to do here is obviously a short season. They need to maximize their points. Obviously, they've got the Mercedes down in P5 and P1, so I think realistically, they really want to try and get ahead of Max and maximize their constructors' points. They've got the pace, they know they do. They've got Tolman behind, who's a very solid driver, but will he be able to keep up with his lack of practice and maybe lack of concentration on his beverages he's been drinking throughout the day? Who knows? So I think McLaren might try and be aggressive to try and look to get past Max as quickly as they can and try and see if they can maximize their points, gain advantage for this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, Charlie, all of these drivers have a good chance. I mean, Charlie's P4 he will be obviously looking to make moves in the next few laps, but will the McLarens pull away with Max, or will Max pull away from the McLarens? Who knows? But yeah, Danny, in answer to your question, I would like to get it. Yes, is the answer. Yeah, I've looked at it, but it's a new WRC game, but I don't know if I don't know. I've had the old ones, but maybe we'll see. We'll see. Will we ever see a Kenco F1 race without a safety car? Nah, I don't think so. I don't remember the last time we didn't have a safety car in Kenco F1. Do you? I don't know.
I have a feeling we have had a race without a safety car.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I think
we
we
might have done one. But when you were racing
And
as well.
I want to say it was one of those races where you really think there would be a safety car, like Singapore or something. I'm pretty sure it was a Singapore race where we just didn't have a safety car. It's not something like one of those races or tracks where you would like be like, how have we just not had a safety car or even a yellow flag or something, you know? I'm sure we've had one in the past. We've been racing since 2020 now, which is unbelievable to think about.
It's been brilliant.
So, yeah, what a journey it's been.
Yeah.
The safety car in this lap we've heard from race control, so it's going to see some drivers backing up from Max. We'll see when Max goes. Do you think he'll go early, or do you think he'll send it late out the bus stop when everyone's kind of mid
I think
chicane,
he'll go mid chicane. I could be wrong. Who do you want to go on board with? Charlie? He can see the three front runners, or?
I reckon let's go on board with Lockwood here.
Okay, we can go on board with Lockwood here. And we'll see when Max does go here for the restart. If he goes early or if he goes late.
Yeah, safety car now is just entering the bus stop, so Max realistically can go whenever he wants now. So it's gone now already, so he really caught Lockwood off actually. So very good start from Max, not what we expected. He already pulled a second lead. Charlie's managed to stay pretty close to Lockwood in the McLaren. Very, very tactical thinking from Max. I don't think anyone expected him to go quite that early.
No.
So he's pulled out about 1.3 seconds already, which is incredible.
We just go on board with Jack. Yeah, 1.1 seconds, so he's already out of DRS. Obviously, there won't be DRS. But if Max can keep, obviously, you know, this will help Max, especially down this main straight here. Doesn't know there was many position changes, obviously, at the back as here as well as a few collisions, a little bit of tapping here from the Red Bull. But both Red Bulls here might have made contact, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looked like one of the Red Bulls went off wide with the Aston Martin, but it looks like the Red Bulls have just slotted in behind each other. There's another yellow flag of Dylan who's retired, and there's another safety car in the Spark Kenco F1 race.
Why does it call them so instantly? I need to put them on reduced. I feel like standard is too much. I mean, I didn't say Dylan, I feel like, crashed on his own there. I wouldn't say there was another car that made contact with Dylan. Both Haas is out of the Grand Prix.
I don't think Gunter's going to be too happy. I think he's going to be walking through the paddock and telling them not to fox smash his car, because that's not a very good race for the Haas at the moment.
No, it's fine. We can get all the safety cars out the way. But yeah, Gunterstein will be slamming doors shut, I think. Michael, no worries, mate. Sorry again. Obviously, I'm saying sorry on your behalf or driver's behalf. I don't know, but I guess it's racing, but it could be very unlucky. I don't know.
Sorry to cut in here, but interesting to see the Mercedes and the Williams, I think, have just swapped positions on the safety car. At least I could see the Mercedes alongside the Williams, and I could just see on the graphic there that they just swapped their names. I don't know if that was Mercedes maybe accidentally overtaking, and maybe there was a sudden break and he just accidentally slipped past and was given back the position, or what happened there. But it was definitely a position change on the graphic, and I could see them side by side going through pit one. So not too sure what's going on there, but hopefully it's nothing controversial.
No, sometimes the game, I suppose, does say, oh, you need to give back this position, or, you know, Archie or Dan might have run wide and then took advantage of that. I'm not sure. It might be brought up at the end of the race, potentially.
Oh, someone just vanished into the shadow realm as well.
Yeah.
Did you not just disappear?
I wasn't looking. Maybe? I don't. Do you know which? Was it a network thing?
It was behind the Mercedes, I think. So we were watching the Mercedes.
Of Dan, yeah. Oh, that just happened again. I saw that.
Yeah.
Jake Chapman with the fastest lap, 2 minutes 5 seconds. Love to see it.
Two cars in the pit lane now. Middlefeld and Smith's in the pit lane, so it's lap 5 of 22. We've got 17 to go, so
time penalty.
Both having that's a front wing change for the Aston Martin, so that could have been possible contact with the Haas that's just retired, or maybe from the Red Bulls on the restart. We saw them going wide together, so maybe there was a bit of contact there that gave him damage. But he goes into mediums. I think did Smith start on hard tyres? Am I right in saying?
We can have a look at current tyre age, but obviously that will say 0. I guess Smits was the car on hards. That is correct.
So he may be looking to go to the end on
yes.
this medium, so that could be a strategic stop for him.
Mm-hmm.
Archie as well, I think. Am I right in saying no? He started medium, so he's going to have to make another pit stop at some point. Was he on softs? I thought it was just the Alfa Romeo and the Red Bull on softs.
Yeah, you're right.
I could be wrong.
Does that mean Archie has to pit again then? Medium.
So
there is a way of telling actually. Hang on, race director.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
What do we do? What do we do here? Just go Archie.
Just go down to him. Yeah, so he's on a medium.
Oh yeah, you can see medium. So yeah, Archie has to pit again.
He will
so
have
does
to make
Sebi.
another pit stop.
So they probably just done their damage then, just changed to a new set of the same tyre.
Well, Sebi pitted under the lap 1 safety car after getting that front wing damage
so
the crash on the race start. So
his tyre
he would have been looking to go deep anyway.
He's already 3 laps in, yeah.
So he's not really... Sebi in this position is not wanting a safety car. He really wanted to go deep into the race and hope for maybe a late one where he can swap onto the softs and then maximize his... or maximize a reduced time pit stop under the safety car, but having an early one now. Again, a bit early for all the medium runners. I think probably it would be a medium soft for them. So, like I said, it is a bit too early for them. They'll be hoping for one maybe around sort of lap, let's see, maybe lap 12, I think maybe a good time. Maybe lap 12, lap 14, maybe a good time to swap onto the softs under a safety car. So, yeah, we'll see how the race pans out. But obviously another 1 or 2 laps on this safety car. So, more time for their tyres, the soft runners, that P8 and P9, to settle their softs down and make them go a little bit deeper into the race, maximise the fresh mediums at the end.
Yeah, obviously I agree. I don't know, obviously drivers are probably still working it out as they're going on now. For the people who haven't pitted, I mean, they're probably going to stay with their original strategy and probably definitely go on to the softs, I would say. Because, I mean, they're 6 laps in on these mediums. They can easily do another 8, 9, 10 laps. Easily.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, you can see here with Hopkins' tyre wear only 15% really on the medium. So
that as well. It's not a lot, and that's rears on 15%. As for Max Chapman, same again, 15% everywhere. Just like Jack's tyre wear is not as much on the fronts, but again, might be just because Max uses more curb. I don't know.
May mean that Max has a bit more front downforce, biting a bit more weight on the front of the car, just pushing the tyres into the ground that little bit more than the McLaren. So maybe, I mean, that may be beneficial for the McLarens, that if that is the case, you know, having a bit less downforce, especially at Spa where you can just get through on the DRS, save a bit more ERS throughout the lap as well, through the engine braking, everything. So that could possibly pay into the McLaren's hands as we go throughout the race if they do have that little bit less downforce. And yeah, like we said, we can't see the ERS of the 2 cars without the telemetry on, but everyone's going to be recharged up. So we'll see how this restart goes. Okay, who's that right at the back? The Alex Peak now, is he on soft tyres?
I better say he's just pitted for softs. Yes, that is correct.
That's an interesting call.
Soft till the end.
Maybe he's hoping for another safety car later on.
I would say softs push through the pack, and then another safety car where everyone pits, and then he capitalizes on that.
Yeah, could be a good call if we do get another safety car. He's making a bit of a gamble here, because I don't think these softs will make it to the end. And if there's no more safety car, then he's going to just lose a lot of time. So we'll see. We'll see how he goes. But yeah, it'll be interesting.
For sure. We just had a message from Dylan who did crash out. He said, "No excuse for my crash there. I was conscious of Max being quicker than me." I don't think Max was anywhere near Dylan, was he?
I have no idea, to be honest. I didn't even see the crash. Didn't know where they were.
Neither did I. But he said, stupidly, I didn't move off the throttle enough and lost control of the car. No idea, especially I wasn't racing the points. Well, we go again in 2 weeks, Dylan. That's what I say. We go again in 2 weeks.
Safety car is in this lap.
It certainly is. Should we ride on board with somebody? Charlie? Noah again?
Let's go on board with Lockwood again.
Yeah, let's do it.
So what does Max do now? He's gone early once. Does he go again? Will the McLarens expect him to go at the same point? Or is he going to play another late one?
Is he gone? He's gone.
He goes now. Same position. The McLarens have reacted a lot better this time.
Yeah, Noah definitely did. Obviously, there's no overtaking until the line either.
Yeah. Hopkins really stayed tight to the Mercedes gearbox here now, so he's going to go towards Lecon, where I think we may see a move for the overtake. Oh, a move for the win of the race, I should say.
It's all going to
Some
happen
position
after
swap
our
behind
Rouge,
as well?
I think. Yes, some position swaps have been behind, especially at the back of the pack. Obviously, P14 and P15 there of Archie. And it does say Ian Thomas in the Alpine, but I think that's George Chadwick in P15. But here you go. Jack Hopkins on Max Chapman here.
And the camel straight, and here comes Hopkins. He takes the lead from Max Chapman going into Lecombe. Is Max going to try and hold around the outside? We can't quite see. He is trying to go around the outside. He's got to cut the track.
He will
Chapman
have to
is
give that back, do you reckon?
yeah, he's definitely going to have to give the
Yeah,
ball
he
back,
has done
and
exactly that, although he
but
doesn't
now
want to give the place to
he's
Noah as
compromised.
well. That was
very close to the McLaren at the front as well. I think McLaren may have just had to come off the brakes to just avoid Max there. He's gone really late on the brakes to stay ahead of Lockwood. Schut stays close to Lockwood as well in P4. Mercedes of Chapman trying to look through an inside of P1. Hopkins misses the apex a little bit, and Chapman really tight with the McLaren. Now, is he going to look for a move, or is he going to sit back and sit behind and stay safe and try and look for a move down into the bus stop?
He's definitely he's a smart one. I think he's going to wait till the DRS line and get the DRS down the main straight. But I don't know whether the DRS line's at the end of this sector. He's obviously starting through sector 3 now. We might actually get a full racing lap.
We're not going to get DRS, are we?
No.
We're not going to get DRS.
Oh, no, we're not.
Right off the safety car, so we've got another lap without DRS.
Although
so,
Max is making him... Oh, he's thought about it.
May look for a move down up the inside of the bus stop. I think it'll be important for him to make a move if he can.
It's like
stays behind. There's a bit of a penalty there, I think.
Jack did go a little bit tight there. He's defended very well, though. Max Chapman has to go there. Go right behind him. Although all this time Noah is, he's looking for a mistake here by Max just to get P2. Potentially get ahead of his teammate. Although, do you know what? Great turn 1 by Noah, but it wasn't enough. It was not enough.
Chapman just got a bit of a better exit by going deep. I think taking on the inside is a little bit more cambered. So, yeah, Jake, what a start. P5 already is unbelievable. Schut slowly falling off from the gearbox of McLaren, but it is a Mercedes sandwich. Max is going to look for the lead again down the inside into Lecombe. And Lockwood now looking to see if he can do anything there. Max breaks late and is side by side again with the McLarens.
This time, though, he has actually got ahead, although I don't want to speak too soon.
What a switchback there by Hopkins. He got the inside going into the hairpin. He does. Max now is off camber. He's going to try and hold it around the outside going into no name. Is he going to make it work? Just about. Got to tie down the inside. It's brilliant racing by these two. It's unbelievable.
Absolutely. You literally called it as well at the start of this race. It's just going to be these two fighting anyway. Although they're still fighting at the back, though. Charlie's now ahead of Noah Lockwood here in P3.
Jake Chapman is caught up already. What a race for the top 5. The Red Bull there is... Don't know who... Oh, Dan Shaw's fallen back. I think maybe he's had a bit of an incident. I think he was dropped back from our P5.
He's now P12.
Now he's down in P12, actually. So, yeah, it's not good for the Mercedes.
Yeah, I've just realised as well, if you look on the map, I don't know if that's... I
see, actually.
Collection of... We can have a quick look at that. Sorry, I'm really bad. There you go, yeah. So that was an Alpine of George Chadwick and Daniel, both reserve drivers. However, we have Stewart Racing at the front here of Max, Jack, and the top 5. Look how close these lot are. Incredible, incredible, incredible stuff. Within, what is that, half a second, everyone? Insane.
Yeah. DRS now is enabled as well, crossing the line. So this is going to be important for Max to get the DRS. He's trying to go late. The McLaren's trying to go wide to try and get the DRS, and they're side by side already. I reckon none of them are going to get DRS, I think they've crossed the line together. I think that might mean that neither of them may not get DRS.
That was too close between them, yeah. Charlie doesn't want much dirty air there. Oh, Charlie!
Oh, Charlie inside! Out of nowhere now, Max is falling back and back and back. Charlie now going for the lead in a race. Who would have thought? But he's forgotten where his braking point is. He's broken a bit too early. And it contact of Lockwood and Charlie, but he somehow managed to keep it straight.
Max gone wide.
And now it's the Chapman brothers fighting into the hairpin of turn 10. Torben Schur, who would have thought? Who would have thought he would have been in P2 by lap 9? I don't think I even expected him to be able to start this race, to be honest. But he's fighting. Lockwood now trying to hold off the two Chapman brothers, and Hopkins now takes the lead. How can Charlie keep up with this McLaren? Because we know this McLaren's quick, but is Schut going to be able to hold up? And it's another safety car. It's almost like that's a key vocab in an English test.
Third safety car. We're only on lap 9. I definitely need to make safety car reduced, I think. I was not expecting it. Some of these should be virtual, in my opinion. That was a brilliant race from the front, but I think the back runners are, I don't know what happened there. It looks like we did. It was Gabe Dolman doesn't currently have a front wing, and it looks like Alex Peak. He has got no damage, but he might have been collected there, or something. But yeah, third safety car of Kenco F1. We're only into lap 9. Had what 1.5 laps of racing? Oh no. Oh, yippee! Let's go. Well, there you go. Our race leader is currently Jack Hopkins, and he's in the pits. However, that's actually interesting. Jack's just pitted.
Or Jack
and Max and Charlie.
Speeding the pit lane possibly there for Hopkins.
Let's find out. It doesn't look like it, but oh yeah, the top. Sorry, yes he did. Is that going to impede him in the pits?
Yeah, speeding the pit lane. Yeah. He won't have taken that penalty in the pit lane because it happened too soon.
I think he did though. No, his pit. Or not?
No, I don't think he did.
Oh no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
I think did Dan Shaw also get a penalty there? Am I correct in saying?
I don't know. If you saw it at the top, then yes. My penalty only showed 3 seconds.
I'm not too sure.
You're probably right. Let's find out actually. Let's go race director a second. What is it? Incidents F6. 5-second time penalties. So yes, Jack and Dan both got 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane.
Speeding in the pit lane.
That's gonna. And we can't avoid those. They stay.
Yep. So that's not good for the McLaren and the Mercedes. Schutt is still behind Hopkins. It's interesting. They've gone onto the hard tyres. I think. Oh, Hopkins on the soft. I think is that. I can't quite see.
Let me just find out for you. So yeah, there you go. So Max has gone on the hards. Jack Hopkins gone on the softs. And they're the 2 favours to win. One's on softs, one's on hards. Jack thinks he can take it softs till the end. Will they die too quick? Or has Max made the right choice? Much the same as Charlie's gone on hards. However, Noah Lockwood and Jake Chapman, P1 and P2, have not pitted. They still need to pit. Are they waiting for a 4th safety car?
I think what they're doing here, I think if there's no more safety cars at the end, it's definitely the right call for the Ferrari and the Mercedes garage to go on hard. I think McLaren garage of putting Hopkins on the softs are doing that on the assumption there'll be another safety car, and I think if it goes the way it's been going, then they might have made the right call, because there seems to have been every 3 laps such a safety car on average. So you know, there might be a few more opportunities to make a pit stop if they wish to. So yeah, I think the right call is to go on hards if they're playing it logically and hoping there's no more safety cars. But if there's another safety car, then the softs may not have been a bad call.
Yeah, I mean, their tyre wear's currently on... So they could probably go at least another, sort of 5-6 laps or so before they have to pit.
Yeah.
In my opinion, but... again, it's completely jumbled up the pack. But it doesn't look
like... If you could go on...
Yeah. Go for it.
If you could go on board with Peak and the Aston Martin, I'd just be interested to see what his tyre wear's like. Obviously,
yeah,
he's been
of course. So P10.
Softs for about 1 push lap and a few safety car laps. So yeah, you can see the soft tyres really wear off pretty damn quickly. He's on the softs for 4 laps and he's already looking at 25-27% tyre wear. So you know, realistically, you'll be looking at about 8 or 9 laps of decent performance until they're going to really fall off. So yeah, I think Jack may be able to make it to the end on the softs, but I think he'll probably have to pit because
he won't be happy with that data, I don't think, personally.
No. And unless there was a crash, and unless Aston Martin in the unless Aston Martin had a spin or something, yeah,
that would have caused a lot more tyre wear. But obviously, we don't know. Obviously, if I have a look at current tyre age as well, we're seeing here everyone from P6 down, I believe, are on. Oh no, sorry, Alex is obviously on the old tyres, but everyone top 5 have not pitted, and yeah, I mean, some people's capitalised it, some people haven't. I guess the most lucky, I wouldn't say most lucky, but obviously Jake obviously has not pitted, but he is up 13 places at the moment. I don't know where he started actually. There you go, 15th, now 2nd, so although he still needs to pit.
I think what Jake and Noah need to do at the front, they just need to work with each other. They don't need to fight. They know they've got a bit of a pace advantage over the P3 Alpine of Middelfeld. No disrespect, but it's if you look at the timings of qualifying and everything, we can be sure that Jake and Noah are a bit quicker than the Alpine. So what they need to do is just try and build as big a gap as they can, and hope that when they come to pit, if it be under a safety car or if it be under just normal racing conditions, they can maximise the time they make out at the front, while the others that are pitted need to make their way through the field, and they'll lose a little bit less time under pitting again for new tyres. So they really need to work together and just build as big a gap as they can while they're on this set until when they come into the pit stop.
Yeah, they're not. There's no comms between these two either, so that they, you know, they don't know. Noah doesn't know Jake's intentions. Jake doesn't know Noah's intentions, but they are friends outside of this. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But hopefully we get a call that the safety car's coming in, which it does look like it is. Speeding away, no. Oh, maybe not. Really? I thought it was speeding away. No, we got another. Have we got another? How? Is it because I don't think George caught up with the pack? He's now caught up with the pack. A little bit too late. Brilliant. One more lap of the safety car. We'd love to see it. How? How?
We're now 50% of the way into the race. And I think the
we've had 1.5
SMR
racing
safety
laps.
car- Yeah, I think the safety car's
This could be
probably
should have been
done more racing
virtual.
laps.
I don't see why it had to come out. Never mind. I mean, what can we do? What can we do?
Welcome to Kenco F1, where we treat the safety car driver as a normal racing car driver. Give him just as many laps as the drivers themselves.
Yeah, but my Lander's loving this right now.
He's in for a championship contention right now.
He's gonna score 25 points. He won't get past this lap, but you know, still, he's completed the most amount of racing laps. So there we go. This is I don't think we've ever had. This is the 4th safety car. This is insane. All these drivers must be bored.
This evening, I think we've had about 7 or 8 safety cars.
Oh, in total, yes.
In
I've never
laps
seen
of
it.
Racing, we've had like
It was
7
on
safety
standard.
cars.
It wasn't even on like additional or extra or whatever it was. So I don't know. Maybe it's just Belgium. Maybe it's just the track. Maybe we just got unlucky. I mean, well, obviously, I still don't know what caused this, other than obviously the incident between the Alfa Romeo and the Alpine. But
What is this, 3rd safety car in this race?
correct. 4th, I think. Actually,
2nd or 3rd? 4th?
I think so.
We've only had 2 retirements though, so...
Yeah, and then we had. Oh yeah, actually, it might be 3rd. Sorry, you might be right here. It might be the 3rd one.
But even still, what was this most recent one caused for? Caused
This
by, I should say.
I don't know.
Because no one retired, I don't think.
No one
So,
retired. No. I think
It
there was
was
an
just,
incident
a
with
lot
an
of
Alfa
damage
Romeo
and
that
stuff.
didn't have a front wing, but it was a debris on the
Oh,
track.
yeah.
I don't know. FIA changing their rules so quickly. But
Well, that definitely could have been a VSC though, because it would have still been pretty bunched up. So
Mhm.
I reckon that's a poor call from the FIA there, but we'll see. The safety car will 100% be in this lap. If it's not, I will
I would
retire
leave.
myself.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Stream will end. Oh. Right, damn. Well, it gives us a nice time to refresh ourselves anyway, so that's the main thing.
Exactly.
Any Yazhi races this week, Joel? Any
Yeah, I've got another one. I've got another one on Thursday.
oh,
Paul Ricard, 60-minute race. So that's
got
one I'm hoping to look forward to.
and
But
practice for that then.
yeah, got a bit of practice I need to do for it. But yeah, unfortunately, the last race didn't go too well. I got taken out about 5 times. It's almost like this race
Oh.
where there's been about 7 safety cars. So yeah, it wasn't the best race for me, but you know, onwards and upwards. You know, keep pushing. The pace is pretty strong. So yeah,
That's
we'll
good.
see. Noah's taking it a lot later, so I think he may go for a bit of a. I mean, he's still right behind a safety car. I don't know if he knows it's ended.
Oh, he's
He's pitting.
was that
So that's really caught Jake off,
very
actually,
early?
so,
Yeah, it has. I mean, so safety car. I've never had a safety car restart and the lead car pits.
Yeah,
But-
that's a really interesting call from the McLaren garage. I'm not too sure why he's pitted them, because now he's right at the back of the field. Maybe he just wants some clear air to just get on that fresh set, I reckon, is what he's looking for. Obviously, he'll come out right at the back, but he'll have a good maybe 5, 10, maybe even 15 seconds of clean air to just push on his new set of tyres and try and get a massive undercut on the other drivers where they may be
Yeah.
fighting. And a 3-second penalty coming in.
And obviously he knows that they're going to be fighting this lap as well, so in a way it could benefit Noah a lot here. Jack Hopkins with those fresh soft tyres right up the rear of the diffuser of that Ferrari though. Is there enough room? Don't think so. Coming out of the end of Sector 1 into Sector 2, although there is room here and Jack's capitalised on that. He won't be able to get an Alpine as well, but he's ahead of the Ferrari of Sebi there. As it looks like
I don't wanna
we've
jinx it.
just lost Ruben.
Don't want to jinx it, but we've got a safety, another.
No, don't
retirement.
mention the word.
There's a yellow flag. It looks like everyone's still moving though, so... Oh no, I tell a lie. There's a Red Bull stopped on the track. Are we looking for another safety car in this
I
race?
can't unfortunately dive on that Red Bull there. I don't know why he's pulled over.
He's
Ruben
retired.
says F. Yeah, he has retired. Obviously, I can't. Yeah,
Oh,
the
track's
racing
clear, thankfully.
continues, so that's the main thing. the racing doesn't continue, and it looks like Jack Hopkins might be here for the race lead here, ahead of that.
Oh
No.
Jake! He's still got all his tyres, so we can't just keep driving. So
He will be able
as
to
a
get in the
VSC,
pits. Yeah, virtual safety car for that. Jack maybe too close to Jake on that one. I don't want to say anything, but
to pit for softs
now
if you
is a
can.
good time to pit for softs. Virtual safety car though. It's not a full safety car. That's not what Jake would have wanted at all.
Absolutely not. But it does give him an opportunity to pit. It was thankfully right at the end of the lap. So thinking about it, he's going to get a bit of a cheaper pit stop. He's not going to have lost too much time without that wing. Obviously, he did spin and fall down the pack, but it is maybe not the worst case scenario that we did see, or did at least think we'll see for Jake. I think he'll be thankful that was at the end of the lap, and there is a VSC where he can now pit and make his mandatory pit stop. So maybe it wasn't the worst thing in the world for Jake to be crashed out. Obviously, it's not ideal, but it's definitely worse scenario to be in. But we do see the Alpine here of Archie Middlefell leading the race for. Is this the first time he's led a race this season?
I think he did lead 1 or 2 laps of Canada actually. However, I've noticed a lot of drivers who did pit for the hards, such as Max Chapman, and I believe there was another 2, changing the hards for the softs. Good choice? I think so.
I think it's probably
However,
a good choice. I think
there's a lot of time to gain.
confident in their pace.
Yeah.
And
Drive
we're
through.
back racing again. So drive through for George for speeding under the VSC. So obviously he wasn't below his delta, but now the Ferraris really do need to get past Middlefell as quickly as they can. They need to work together and not fight and lose time. Like you said, there's a lot of people with very strong pace on new soft tyres, and they're going to last till the end of the race. So these Ferraris need to work together, build a gap behind if they can, and try and pull away. And if they can, if it does inevitably happen, I dare say, they need to be able to work together and defend and give each other DRS, like we saw in Singapore in a real F1 of Sainz with Norris, where they just provided DRS for one another to defend against the Mercedes on the fresher tyres. That's exactly what these guys are going to need to do towards the end of the race. So they need to have a very tactical race here. I think Sebi's pitted, right? Am I right in saying?
I believe so, yes. All the drivers have pitted, so nobody else needs to pit now.
Sebi
However,
may need to make another pit stop from that medium. I think he started on the mediums.
It does say he
So
has pitted. Oh, yeah, sorry. You are correct. Yes, he pitted for mediums to mediums. So Sebi does have another pit stop to have at the moment. But yeah, I mean,
he didn't go onto the VSC. Maybe he was just beyond the pit lane there. So yeah, maybe it was unlucky for him. The Alpine of George going into his drive-through now for speeding out of VSC. So let's keep an eye on Max Chapman. He's already closed up massively to Smits, and that's a change for the lead here of the Ferrari and Middlefell in the Alpine. Good clean racing there. Torben trying to go around the outside as well through Lecom. Pushed a little bit wide, but stays just on the track.
Nice.
It's a good move from Torben. Fair racing, I would say. I think it's a bit hard racing from the Alpine. There's nothing unfair about that, I dare say.
Yeah, I mean, it was just typical racing wheel-to-wheel action, really, wasn't it? And I think, obviously, these tyres, these mediums from Archie stayed out a lot longer than the Ferraris have. I think have, maybe? I don't know. But, yeah, they're obviously got the pace. They've had better exits. More, kind of more speed, I suppose, and that they've obviously capitalised. Now it's a Ferrari 1-2. Joe love to see it. And at the moment, Dan Shaw P5. He does not need to pit again. However, he is on the hard tyres, I want to say. Yeah, he is on the hard tyres. And then obviously we've got Max Chapman P7, Smits P9. Sorry, Smits P8, and then Jack and Noah for the top 10. But I mean, there's just changes happening everywhere, really, on this track.
Yeah, interesting to see while we were looking at that change for the lead. Max Chapman did get past Smits, and already in about half a lap has pulled about 7 seconds on the Aston Martin there. And Hopkins we see just getting past on the fresh softs as well. Max Chapman's pulling up an absolute hammer time in the Mercedes right now. He is closing seconds a lap on the cars around him. Hopkins not closing in too much on Chapman, but is sticking at the same pace there or thereabouts. Chapman sets a 44.1 in the race field, which is incredible. So,
and he's on the most
we'll
amount of DRS as well. Obviously on top before Charlie. 144.1 for Max. He's going to be pushing or punching out those seconds, I suppose. Obviously his teammate, I suppose he doesn't have to worry about too much in terms of getting past, where it might be sort of a team order or something, but all this time obviously Ferrari's 1-2, and then we've got a nice little pack here forming P3 down to P5, which might not hopefully make a nice little battle in half a lap or so.
Yeah, the Williams just falling out of DRS, although he has just pulled back about 2 tenths on the Ferrari Sebi. Torben leading a race from his teammate, was about 7 tenths behind. Obviously, he does need to make a pit stop. He's going to want to do that relatively soon if he wants to maximize the advantage he can make on softs. Otherwise, he's just going to keep losing time. So if I was Sebi, I'd be pitting at the end of this lap, getting on some softs and trying to make up as much time as I can before the end of the race. Charlie obviously made a bit of a gap ahead, so if Sebi pits now, he's going to have about a 1.5 second lead from the car in P2, which will be the Williams. And so far, Max Chapman's still making about 2 seconds, about 2 or 3 seconds a lap on the cars ahead. So he's on a push for the win of this race. He's going to be on the back of Charlie in about maybe 3-4 laps time if he gets through the others quickly.
Yeah, what's crucial to point as well, obviously, the time between Max and Jack Hopkins. If we just go behind here, so it's 4.4, and I believe that number is gaining and getting bigger. However, what is getting... Yeah, there you go. And what's happening, obviously, now, you know, Max is now within a second easily of Yain, as Yain just loses the rear there in the Alfa Romeo there. That's capital. Like, Max just took advantage of that straight away with the DRS. Straight ahead of Yain and up to P6 for Max.
Max not hanging around. He's right on the back of the Alpine trying to go side by side, possibly to ready on. It would make sense if he stayed behind and just got a better exit towards Lecom. It looks like that's what he's doing to Middelfeld. He's going to open the DRS as soon as he can. Sorry, I'm having a malfunction in my mouth.
I know.
Max Chapman already through, pulling up to his teammate. I'm sure his teammate's not going to hold him back. He'll probably get out of the way as quickly as he can. I'm sure there'll be comms in the way of in a voice chat of Max telling him to, quite frankly, just move. I reckon will be what the Mercedes engineers are hearing. As Max goes down the inside turn 10, yep. Jaw brakes nice and early for him to let him through. And Max Chapman already closing up to the Williams and the 2 Ferraris on the lead.
Yeah, what hopefully didn't happen there was Dan slowed down too much to allow Archie to be right at the back of the diffuser of the Mercedes. However, it doesn't look like that happened. And Dan still has a nice sort of half-decent gap there. As they come through halfway through sector 2. But yeah, Max Chapman out to P4, and he is on some brand new soft tyres. Although, what's tyre wear looking like? 25% already with 5 laps left. They're going to be burning, but they probably will still be alright till the end. And
yeah,
Sebi obviously still hasn't pitted yet. He needs to pit in 5 laps. Hopefully he knows that.
I'm interested to know what the Ferrari team are doing with Sebi, because if I'm being honest, I think it's the wrong call to keep him out. I'm 90% sure this person needs to make another pit stop because he hasn't made his mandatory tyre change. He may have pitted, but I think he started on the medium, so he does need to change his compound. There's what looked like a massive lockup going to the bus stop, and the Alfa Romeo is off on the exit pull on. I think there's a little spin. He's kept going again. It's almost like a Giovinazzi.
And we do have... Is that Archie in the pits? Yeah.
Interesting. Charlie's pace looks very strong. He's pulling about half a second, maybe a lap on his teammate. 5 laps to go. Max right up on the back of the Williams now. Let's look on board with him as he goes towards Lecom, hoping to make a move as quickly as he can. He's going to have to make another 1.7 seconds gain after overtaking his Williams to get up to the back of Sebi. Maybe Ferrari keeping Sebi out to try and defend as best they can until Max inevitably possibly tries to go for that move past them. And then he'll make that pit stop. But I think Ferrari may be trying to just hold Max up with that car in P2.
Yeah, I totally agree. They're obviously using Sebi now to just basically defend Charlie because he really wants this win. And considering he's half intoxicated as well, I mean, this would be a brilliant win for Charlie. But yeah, hello Jensen as well. Welcome. Brilliant race so far, though. I mean, I have no idea what's really happening. It looks like we've got Jack Hopkins P6 potentially chasing and getting ahead of Dan Shaw here for P5. We've also got Noah Lockwood sort of cutting through the seconds now on Yain, who's also still on those hards, as Gabe receives a 3-second time penalty. And Jake's retired from the session.
Safety car. This is not ideal for the Ferraris. Jake. This is not what they wanted. Maybe this is a bit of, you know, how do I say? If we think back to Singapore when Fernando Alonso, when he was driving in that race where his teammate crashed and caused the safety car. Maybe this is, you know, the what the Chapman brothers are looking at doing here. Ferrari did not need this. Charlie had about a 2.5-3 second gap from his teammate, and he was looking to drive very well. If you're a viewer out there, don't do what Charlie's doing. Yeah, you will notice Charlie may be driving well. He may be half intoxicated, but that doesn't mean you should do it yourself.
Yeah, don't drive. Please don't drive and drink and drive, please. I think Charlie was at a
There we go.
party or something. But yeah, Sebi's in the pits as we expect. Much the same with Williams and everybody else. However, Max Chapman obviously on those soft tires. This is going to help this is going to help his tires as well.
Yeah, this is exactly what Max wanted. He needed this.
Yup.
Charlie did not need this, so it's not gone in the Ferrari's favour, unfortunately. But it will be interesting to see how Charlie can deal with it. We know he's a very solid driver. He may be a little bit more aggressive, let's say, with his driving style, maybe a bit more defence. He may put up, he doesn't quite care as much, if I may say. So we'll see how he can defend off Max on the softs. He has thankfully got a bit more of a gap to the other soft runners. He's got that Mercedes for sure in P3, and I'm sure Shaw will want to keep that P3 and get the double podium and maximise the points. We saw earlier that McLaren are second in the constructors and maybe about 40 points behind them, so they may fight hard and give Charlie a bit more of a lenient gap behind and a bit more time to just drive and hope not to defend quite as hard to the guys behind.
I mean, yeah, this is the 4th safety car we've had this race, but it's crazy. I feel like drivers are definitely run more laps under a safety car than not, but like you say, I mean, Charlie, he's going to have to be pushing, but he is obviously on the hard tyre compound. Now, those hard tyres, they're looking at, what are we looking at? 26% RIS. They're still relatively new, but the pace on the softs behind, I mean, everyone else on the softs around him are on exactly the same sort of wear. Obviously, Dan is on the hard, so Dan could, unfortunately, I mean, I don't know, the McLarens are on soft tyres, so Dan's going to be defending more than pushing, in my opinion, on the safety car restart, but there's only 1 lap to do it. I believe so anyway, unless the safety car does come in like a lap early because we're almost at the end. I don't know.
We'll have to see. I think it will stay out because we've got a few drivers towards the back of the pack that haven't caught up. So
yeah,
it could be a 1 or 2 lap shootout towards the end of this race, which will be pretty entertaining. We can be at least guaranteed there'll be no more safety cars after this one, which is, thank the Lord, thank the FIA Lord that we're not going to have another one in this weekend. But it'll be interesting, obviously, to see how these McLarens, they're going to have to push very aggressively at the start of the race because they're not going to have much time to gain positions. Obviously, the Ferrari Sebi's come out in P6, so he's in a pretty good position as well in the Ferrari to gain a few more points if he can with brand new soft tyres. So let's see how he can go. Let's keep him in the back of our mind. Middelfeld as well on the soft tyres. He had some pretty good pace out the front as well. He was managing to keep up relatively well with the Ferraris. Obviously, he fell back a little bit, but he has shown some very, very solid pace in this weekend. So, yeah, we'll see how these soft runners go. But the majority of the people now on softs, there's a penalty here coming in for, I believe that's Chadwick, probably speeding in the pit lane. It's 5 seconds and he's in the pit lane, so that's what I'd imagine it would be.
Yes, yeah. 5 drivers DNF though. I mean, Gabe Dolman. How did Gabe retire? Or was that? Oh no, that was just after the safety car restart, I think, wasn't it? And it was that's what caused the virtual, I believe.
All right.
I think so, but yeah. Dan, if I was Dan or Charlie, I would be a little bit worried right now. Personally,
I would agree.
Obviously, they're surrounded by cars on soft tyres. Yeah, it must be coming this lap. So that will be 2 laps of racing then, till the end.
Yeah, absolutely full send. I think they'll be able to just push it like 2 quali laps almost. So it'll be a very exciting race, I'm sure.
I'm looking forward to it. Oh, the Williams just... Oh, there you go. I mean, oh, they're swapping and changing here. Not sure one of them just lost the rear there under safety car. No idea.
I'm not sure. I think the Red Bull just... I have no idea, to be honest. I just caught it out the corner of my eye, to be honest. But possibly the Red Bull just overtook him by accident or something. Maybe didn't expect them to brake so quickly. And then Williams just got the position back that he was in. I'm pretty sure that was the right positions they're in anyway, so...
Yeah. How long will Charlie keep the lead? Will he win the race? It's still potential. He could be an absolute demon and defend as much as he can on Max. He's got 2 laps, but the straights, it's the straights.
Yeah, if Charlie wins this race, I think I'll be partying like he has been earlier today.
Oh, Jake, I know, man. I don't know what happened. I just saw your car as a wreckage, man. But twice you had to, like, get damage, man. I'm sure you might have clips on PlayStation or something, but it's unlucky. It's very unlucky. You're saying a Merc 1-2, Jensen? I would get predictions in chat, but it means the game has to be paused and all that, so I'm not going to worry. Yeah, hey guys, hit us with podium predictions. Get your podium predictions in chat. Jensen is an absolute trendsetter. I love it. I love it. Right, are we getting to go racing? We absolutely are. Let's ride on board with Dan or Max or Jack.
Let's go on with Dan. We got to do it with Dan.
Let's go with Dan. P3. He will know when his I know he won't actually because he's not in the lead. Never mind. Charlie's gone. Why did Dan leave such a big gap?
Very, very weird. I think what Dan's doing now is just trying to. I think Dan knows he's going to get swallowed up by the McLarens, and he's been tagged, I think, or locked up the rears. So what Dan's doing now is just trying to maximise the gap as quickly as he can. So I think he's inevitably going to lose. And the Ferrari of Sebi trying to get through Lockwood already, I think side by side.
He's already released the McLaren of Jack. He's already been released. It looks like some loads of switching here going through turn 1. It looks like Dan might just lose the Ferrari of Sebi as well before they make it up Eau Rouge. It's going to be too wide.
Lockwood's lost some position to maybe some contact through turn 1. But Charlie still remains in the lead. Max has already left the McLarens behind. So it looks like the moment like it's going to be a little bit of a fight between Max and Charlie. Interesting to see who can come out on top. There's going to be 1.5 laps of racing here, and it's Charlie who leads on the old hard tyres. Oh, wow, that's close as well to the Alpine and the Williams trying to get down the inside. But Noah again with a poor exit, so Alpine of Middelfeld is going to go down the inside of turn 10.
Yeah, Noah.
And Williams as well, so not a good lap here for the McLaren.
No, Noah's he's trying to get these places back with the soft tyres. I mean, is that a place to overtake? Who knows? But he's literally will to will here with the Williams. All this time while we're talking, Max is only 2 tenths behind Charlie as well for the lead of this Grand Prix. He's pushed out a whole 2 seconds now. Jack has still loads of racing everywhere on track. As Dan makes it down to P8, maybe P9 for Dan. Dan, please keep in the points, man. I don't know what's going on.
Soft's not working for him this set, at least. Maybe it's an old set of softs that have just completely been used in maybe qualifying or something. There has been that many safety cars. It is highly possible they've gone through all their soft tyres thinking they can just keep changing and changing. But it is Max Chapman and Torben Schut who's pulled out 1.8 seconds to the Ferrari. He has the Ferrari Sebi has closed a bit of a gap as well.
There's loads of fighting going on behind as well.
There's not going to be any DRS, I don't think, on this lap. So it is now a race to the line. It's the final lap. Come on, Max, give us what we want. Charlie have this win.
Currently, the race leader is Torben. Will that change at the end of this lap as they cross the line once more? Who knows? Let's find out. Max Chapman and Charlie, they're going to be going up a Rouge before the Kemmel straight. Max is within, what we're looking at, 2 tenths. That's going to be closing, and Max might have it before he even makes turn 4.
Does Charlie know it's the last lap? Does Charlie know he's leading the race? He's on the grass, Max, and he's been pushed off. That's going to be a little bit controversial, I think. He has got about a tyre width on the track. Just about, but Charlie pushing him right on the grass. He's got no ERS left. You can see his red lights flashing. Charlie defended that like an absolute line and a bit more. Really gave nothing there to Max, and Sebi is right up on the Ferrari as well, so maybe Max is just trying to, through Sector 2 where it's going to be a lot harder to overtake, maybe Max is trying to get his teammate involved as well to slow down Max. Max trying to get down the inside of Pill, and there's nothing there working for him. Sebi now 4 tenths behind Max. Max is almost pushing Charlie like it's a trolley through Tesco's. Max, Charlie's really slowing down, because you can see Sebi now is also pushing Max like a trolley, and it's a complete train, it's a caterpillar almost, of this top 3 of the podium. Charlie leads coming through towards the bus stop chicane. He's got a bit of an advantage of about 3 tenths, and Sebi in the Ferrari is right on Max. So who's going to win? It's going to be the latest of the brakes into the bus stop.
It's going to be this chicane. Max has a lot more ERS.
Max has a lot more ERS, but look at Sebi trying to get around the outside of Max. Where does they go? Charlie defends the inside, Max on the inside. He's going to get pushed a little wide, but Max manages to hold it.
It's going to be to the line.
Deep, but to the line. Who's going to get it? Go on, Charlie.
Oh, man, I think Charlie's got it. Charlie's got it. Charlie's got it. Come on. Come on.
Unbelievable. He's got a race by 9 thousandths of a second. Who would have thought? I mean, there might be a bit of stewarding involved
on
that last lap. I would hope not, obviously, being a little bit of Ferrari fan. But wow, wow, what a finish. What's a finish.
It was to the line anyway. Now, obviously at the moment, Charlie did win, but again, we obviously all witnessed that grass manoeuvre on the Kemmel straight, but that will be down to the stewards to see what they do with that. But fair play to, I mean, it's a Ferrari sandwich for Max. It looks like Dan did keep the points there as well. McLaren picking up P4 with Jack, P7 for Noah. Best finish for Noah, I believe that is. Yayan as well. Alfa Romeo's got points. Well done, Yayan. But yeah, we'll have a look at that. But I mean, what a race, Joel. That was it was last lap shootout, last 2 lap shootout.
It was unbelievable. I mean, dare I say, I mean, through qualifying before the sprint race, Charlie was setting his first lap, and he came back into the garage and told us in the garage that he accidentally drove in onto the grass on the Kemmel Straight. Maybe that was just a bit of the effects of having a few too many drinks. Maybe that's just what happened today. Maybe he didn't realize he was driving towards the grass. I think he may have been seeing some ghosts or something and some hallucinations there. But I mean, you can't argue with what the results say at the moment. Charlie's won the race. If that goes to the stewards, it goes to the stewards. But we've got to congratulate Charlie for now, and and obviously Max for a great race as well, and everyone that finished the race for a great race. Obviously, the people that DNF'd it's unfortunate, but a few penalties there as well. I mean, somehow someone's got 26 seconds of penalties. I don't know how that's even possible, but it's almost like Esteban Ocon's on the league. But yeah. What a finish to the race. I mean, I'm pretty
Yep.
sure 50% of that lap was safety car, so I don't know if we can call that a 22
Yeah,
lap race. Or
yeah, it
11
was a
lap
lot
race,
of safety car. Max Chapman picking up an extra point there as well for the fastest lap of the race. But yeah, I mean, definitely downs for a lot of people, but also ups for a lot of people. And I mean, hopefully you guys enjoyed it for watching. I think it was a good race to watch, apart from, you know, the snooze fest with the safety cars. But it made up for it with the racing, so that's what I'd say anyway. I don't know. Should we talk to a few people, or I don't know if anyone's willing to chat with us. I don't know if.
I mean, I'd be interested to get the top 2 in the chat and see if they have any arguments to say to each other, or if it's just you know, fair play, good racing, and that's that. I'd be interested to see what they both have to say to each other.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's Jamie. We can probably maybe drag Jamie up here and he can organize it. I don't know. He's currently in Ferrari VC actually. But yeah.
I'll move down and see what's going on down there.
Okay,
If
yeah, if
that's
you can,
a
that'll be
smooth
good.
discussion or anything.
Because I'll just stay up here with the stream. That's fine. No problem at all. Well, guys, rate that out of 10. I mean, probably minus points for the safety cars, but in all, I mean, it was a last lap shootout, 0.009 till the end. Obviously, a few, you know, moves here and there, a lot of incidents on track with DNFs, but I think that was a good race. I think that made it up for it. Safety car out of 10. I rate that. Safety car out of 10, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, we'll keep streaming for a little bit longer. We'll see if anyone wants to chat. If no one does, then we'll head out because I know there's loads of boxing going on with KSI, Logan Paul, Tommy Fury, whatever his name is. That doesn't happen until like 11 or midnight, but I'm definitely not going to bed anytime soon. So we may as well keep the stream running for a little bit. But yeah, brilliant. I mean, it was a brilliant race. I did enjoy it most certainly, and yeah, the races have won because yeah, this is what I mean. Some people loved it, some people hated it. There's always going to be winners. There's always going to be losers. But yeah. Just load. How's it going? Welcome. Hello. Any luck or?
I can confirm the Ferrari garage with the race director and the FIA in there. All I could hear was celebrating. So who knows if there's going to be a penalty? I'm obviously Jamie wasn't the one shouting and screaming in them because he's the FIA, but I can confirm Charlie and Callum are definitely very happy. It will be interesting to see if there is a report and what happens out of it. I think it will be interesting also just to go back on a stream and watch a replay of what happened because
yeah,
it looked like a late move, but was it in time and you know, just
exactly. Was it like a
loads
double
racing?
defend or yeah, we'll have to sort it all out.
Yeah.
Okay, should we sort of end it there then? I think, and then people can go back on the VOD and we can all sort of have a look at it all. I think that would be probably best.
Yeah,
unless sort of Charlie really wants to talk to us, but
I don't think he's in the right headspace.
yeah, very true, very true. Yeah, I mean, well done to all the drivers. Obviously, yeah, Alfa Romeo points as well. Yeah, and good to see you up in P5, mate. That was awesome. But yeah, I think we'll head out now. Massive thank you to you, Joel. You've made the stream so much better today. I appreciate you for your time as well, considering you step. Maybe in the future you shouldn't race engineer Ferrari. Maybe they just do better without you. Sorry, I'm kidding. You do an amazing job. You'll probably want to leave now, won't you? No, I mean, there was definitely the drivers there. They obviously Sebi as well. Although we were saying, you know, late pit stop and stuff. I mean, there was a late safety car, so he was obviously waiting for another safety car. But there you go.
Yeah, good call from him.
It was.
But I think the moral of the story, if you want to win a Kenco F1 race, all it takes is a few drinks, and there you go.
Absolutely. It cures everything. Makes everything better, right? Awesome. Okay, guys, I will ever leave you. I'll see you all soon. We might be live tomorrow. If not, we'll be back Monday. And have a lovely evening. Bye, guys. See you soon. Bye, 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 bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.